Welcome to another episode of The Intellectuals. I'm Annoyed, and this is Guido Grasso, my co-host.
When did you change your name to Annoyed?
Adam with the zingers. How are you, Adam?
I'm very good, thank
And
you
this
for
is
asking.
the best comedian in the country. How you doing, Adam?
Not bad, just for the time being, though.
Poseidon is freshly shaved. This is surprising.
Yes.
I was used to your Iron Sheik mustache.
Whiskers. The twirls.
Yeah, you had the twirl, the bad guy in a movie twirl.
Yeah.
And
I was trying to pull off the Salvatore Dali look.
Yeah, and what happened? You were
I tried
evening
to,
it out, and you.
So I trimmed it, right, for the event. I wanted it to look nice, and then what happened was, and then I tried to shorten the mustache, right, but then I took off too much.
And then you.
So then I lost my fucking.
Yeah.
I lost the twirls.
Yeah.
Lost the twirls. And I'm like, shit. But then it was like weird. So then I trimmed it even more. Then it looked weird, and then I got rid of it, and I'm like, fuck, like just.
Maybe it's better. Maybe he's meant to be clean shaven. Maybe this is what we gotta get used to.
But you're not 100%.
It's not about
You're
getting
not
used to
100% clean shaven. You're
You
about
look
90%.
You look.
Sorry?
You look
I
younger.
said you're not 100%. You're about 90%. You still have some hair here.
You talking about the stubble?
What?
Anybody take a look?
Adam,
and-
you
and
have
above
hair
this-
everywhere too, though, bro.
Yeah, but we're not talking about me.
No, you're right. Good answer. Good answer.
Oh, that was a good answer.
Absolutely.
Did you guys know in Brazil they had a
wax.
carnival? They had a carnival
Yes.
where they celebrated the devil,
Okay.
and the next day there was a huge flood in the same place, and it demolished everything: streets, roads, buildings, houses, you name it. And now people are calling it an act of God.
You can't write stuff like that.
How wild!
Well, you
is
could
that?
write if you want to.
Yeah, actually, you can. In fact, I hear that if
I
you
had nothing to do with that. That was definitely an act of God. Very vengeful, this God character.
I hear that if you input certain information into AI, it'll figure that out and write a whole act of God for you.
AI is so gay.
Did you see the little short story that they had AI write about me and Phil being two AI bots?
Not at all.
Bro, some of the gayest shit
Where?
in on Discord.
Nah, bro, I'm too busy.
Very
fam.
interesting.
Yeah, I was at work, so I was like, it wasn't that busy.
So
I-
they wrote a fake story about you being homosexuals.
no, just that we became really good friends, and we brought joy to the world.
You know what just crossed my mind, guys?
What just crossed your mind, Adam?
If people, with the help of AI, can figure out what God's doing, then he knows that we're getting closer to his behavioral patterns, and we can start to detect them.
He's on to us. Get the bald guy.
I think AI wouldn't even be able to figure out your
Adam, that's quite
behavior.
Yeah, you
that's
would-
quite profound. What
You would
just
break
said-
the AI.
What Adam just said is quite profound.
Actually, the
It works
AI
on
would be able to
on
get
many
some
levels.
PayPal out of you.
That
The
works
AI
on
would
many
be
levels.
able to
yeah.
get some money out of him. I guarantee you he's spoken to a couple of AIs not knowing it.
Probably for sure.
Adam, go blow your fucking nose, bro. Go blow your nose. You just keep sniffing into the mic every
I
2
know.
seconds. Go blow your nose. Go.
Adam,
Go to the bathroom. Go blow your nose.
Let me stand
We
up
have,
like
we have
I'm.
Kleenex. Jesus Christ,
Go
bro! You
ahead.
moved the entire table
I
just
know,
to stand up.
I know. Here, go ahead. Okay.
Fucking
Why is Adam?
destroying everything. So Guido, why haven't you left for therapy? No, blow
Okay.
your nose outside. Go blow your nose outside and then come in, bro.
Yeah, you're full of lies, Guido. You said you were gonna be in rehab, but here you are drunk off of your ass again.
Is he drunk or high
No,
right
he's
now?
not. I'm just busting his
Are you
balls.
No,
high right now?
I smoked weed.
Okay, but isn't that something you shouldn't be doing since you're
Yes.
recovering alcoholic crackhead?
Did you throw it out? Okay.
Fair enough.
Can you squeeze in so he could get by?
Okay, I'm not sure when this is going to air, but
2 weeks.
by the time this airs, I will have almost completed. Basically, once all the logistics were filled out for the place, they have a quota that they use every day. Like
You haven't answered.
only 2 people at a time.
Do you realize that you don't
So
answer
I can
questions?
only get in.
Very
you
true.
this coming
You
Wednesday.
don't talk
Very
to us.
Trudeau-esque,
You
yeah.
speak at us.
Very Trudeau-esque.
I'm sorry. What question didn't I answer? Why haven't I left yet?
Do you? Okay, you know what? Forget that question because you're never gonna answer. Do you even want to go at this point? Because
Yes,
you're
I
just
do.
getting high.
Yes, I do. I do want to go.
That's so funny.
So why are you still getting high?
Okay,
I'll get
I
high.
was I called. I filled out the paperwork and all that stuff yesterday, and they.
But that's not. Hold on, that's not what he asked.
Why are you still getting high? You know, Tim Hortons was founded in. Why are you still getting high?
This is what's known as deflecting.
Yep. Thank you, Adam.
You're not any better, sir.
Speaking of soccer, goalies,
So don't answer.
because I'm an addict, man, and that's it. I haven't left yet. I'm leaving.
Will you be able to smoke weed at this rehab place?
No, but in the very near future of complete sobriety, I may look into just CBD for whatever benefits, but I'm gonna be completely sober, like not even.
But weed, can you function off of weed? 'Cause
I personally cannot.
okay,
As
well, that's the
we've
problem.
seen with the last couple of episodes.
Well, that's the issue. So here's the thing. I know this. I know that when I smoke weed, I can't function
At all.
for
Yeah.
shit at all. I
me
start
too.
I turn into seaweed.
Yeah.
Under the
He
water.
drove someone's car into the river.
Yes.
Guido, is this a treatment
Allegedly.
center for alcohol and marijuana?
It's a treatment center for anything you want it to be.
I don't think there's a treatment center specifically for marijuana.
I don't know. I've never used that kind of stuff, so I don't know. But
What's useful
okay,
about
drugs.
it?
Sorry. They do subcategorize in terms of like drugs, alcohol,
Possibly.
right?
But maybe they have different wings for different.
So I'll ask the question
substances.
differently, Guido. Does
Completely ignored
this treatment no, I heard you. I just had a thought on my mind.
just
Does
doesn't
this
care.
treatment
He-
center
yeah,
have
exactly.
a
He
branch
doesn't
for
give a
alcohol
fuck.
and for drugs? I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening to what you said.
What about sex?
Oh, no, forget it now.
Yep.
At the same location, they do treatment for sex, drugs, and alcohol. It's a low budget thing, bro. That's super low budget, bro. So you're gonna have all these maniacs together. You know what's gonna end up happening? The nymphos are gonna be like, "Look, man, I'll give you some fucking heroin if you suck my dick."
Because they're
And
gonna
then-
be able to bring it in because they're not there for that.
Yeah, and then the druggies are gonna be like, "I'll suck dick for drugs."
Yeah.
It's just a goddamn.
It's gonna turn
It's a
into
recipe for disaster.
downtown Montreal. It's gonna
Yeah.
turn.
I got something interesting I wanted to share with the people in this room.
I bet it won't be
He doesn't
interesting.
give a
but
fuck
let's go.
about any of our conversations.
Nothing.
This guy.
I just don't have anything to add. I usually do, but in this case, I didn't have anything.
You know,
Actually-
instead of tugging on the microphone,
Why don't you come closer,
cord,
bro? Why are you
why don't
scared?
you come closer?
Look,
Are
bring
you
the chair closer. Come closer to Guido. Come closer. Be
Come
friends.
closer. Come closer.
Oh, look
Get a
at
little
that.
closer.
Any further, you'd be falling off the
arid,
table.
Extra dry.
And it's very relevant to the subject which we're discussing right now.
We'll
and
be
it's
the
drugs.
judge of that, but go on.
Okay. You guys know a channel called Canal Day? It's in French, number 19.
Yes.
Canal Dick.
Jesus.
Canal Day.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
They show undercover police officers in Vancouver, interestingly enough, that are basically like their job is to, survey
What the
drug
streets,
dealers.
the Skid Row over there?
Survey the drug
streets
dealers, okay.
slash
Don't
drug
they have
dealers.
miles and miles of Skid Row over there?
I didn't watch very long because it was kind of
Okay,
disgusting.
okay,
But
Okay,
yes.
so what's your point? They look at drug dealers?
All I wanted to do was make an interesting correlation between the fact that Guido's going to be in a place and that this kind of activity has been documented in Vancouver.
Which kind of activity? Drug use?
Well, yeah.
Okay, I don't want to shock you. This might alarm you. Drug use happens everywhere.
It's just more advertised in Vancouver, maybe.
Yeah, it's just because it's more of a low budget city.
Adam, I'm gonna land in Vancouver, and then I have a less than an hour layover, and then I'm gonna get on one of those Indiana Jones planes for a 35-minute flight.
It's not to Victoria, is it?
No.
Oh.
And that's where I'm gonna be.
Okay, I was aware of that.
It looks like a Marlin. So why did you say, statistically speaking, Vancouver? It's not like I'm gonna be walking around Skid Row.
No, I just meant there was a
You just wanted to be a dick.
There was a correlation between my thought and the fact that you're going to be in that part of the country. That's
There
all.
are no correlations with your thoughts, son. That's the problem.
It's I enjoy watching them talk to each other.
It's something. It's something interesting.
I googled Archbishop of Canterbury
oh God.
meets Pope today
Why?
because I wondered if they ever met each other.
And what'd you find out, Guids?
They did.
How do you feel about that?
Pope and the
How do you feel about knowing that now?
Yeah. I was like,
How much
oh,
better is your life right now? Because of that?
oof. Just fulfilled. So
Canterbury's in the UK, right?
Canterbury is in the UK.
Or maybe Wales or Ireland. Could be
I
any of those
think
places.
it's England, but I could be wrong.
Welsh.
This is very awkward.
I'm just looking at you fucking retards go.
Okay, guys, I was.
What else? What have you been up to apart from trying not to get yourself in trouble?
Me?
Yeah. What else have you been
I've
up to?
been,
What did you
I've
do
been
during the week?
consumed by this. You see, I have something in common with royalty.
Oh.
Yeah. A lot of inbreeding in both
I
families.
also feel traumatized and ostracized by my family, like Prince Harry.
Welcome to the club.
Are you going to write a book?
This is trauma.
The Guido Grasso story? Wah.
I think he's. How do you spell that? Is it W-A? Yeah. Anyway, I think he said something like 75% of the population has been traumatized, and he's really
By the-
milking that shit. That's
By
not
the royal family?
No, him. He believes that him and he spoke to this Gabor Mate, but I like this Gabor Mate guy.
Can I?
Catch up.
Who's
I
that?
feel like we throw the term traumatized
Yeah,
a little
Right,
too
that's what I
loosely
mean.
nowadays.
We do.
He's trying to throw and this wonderful, brilliant.
There are rape victims out there now just grinding their
this
teeth.
this brilliant psychiatrist that
There's rape
reviewed
victims listening
this,
to him be like,
right.
"My papa never played a
Right,
catch
right,
with me.
right.
It's the same as a rape," and they're just losing their shit.
This is what I'm getting at is that I saw a brilliant psychiatrist break down this interview with Prince Harry talking about trauma, and he said, are they trying to add this word as like an excuse or a cop-out for the future, just to say that everybody's just traumatized and therefore to justify what he says? I don't believe this many people have been traumatized.
They haven't. They're using it wrong. I can close my eyes and pinpoint at random points in my childhood that out-traumatize anyone in this room. But I'm not bitching about it. You know why? Because it makes no fucking difference, and there's people out there with real traumas that they can't move forward from.
In other words,
veterans with heavy
resilience.
PTSD.
The operative word here that nobody has is resilience.
You're a human
anymore.
being, damn it. Your lifespan is limited. Don't
also-
spend it bitching.
Also,
Yeah.
here's the thing, bro. I think you're gonna have rough times in life, no matter what. There's ups and downs.
Yeah.
Like
And for Harry, it's traumatic in that absolutely impossible
And look,
to
because he was so
understand because he's a
sheltered.
prince.
Yeah. So here's
How
the
the
thing.
fuck could you feel bad for somebody like that?
So it's important because look, some people
He actually feels traumatized.
some people.
that's because of pussy.
Well,
Guido.
granted, his mother fucking slammed into a wall. That's terrible.
Guido,
that is
Guido.
traumatic.
Some
That's
people,
true.
yeah, he wasn't there. Guido, look, some people, okay, they're gonna fall into because I don't know, they're gonna fall into addiction. They're gonna be drug addicts, crackheads, alcoholics. It doesn't matter. There's gonna be a lot of different stuff. There's gonna be people who they're born with mental defects. They're slow, they're feeble-minded. There's gonna be people who are hideous. They're just ugly fucking people. Everyone has to deal with their own fucking shit. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it doesn't mean that because you have a problem and then Adam has a problem and then Poseidon has a problem, that you have to stop and not live. You all have to find a way to live.
Coping skills. Or,
No, you don't even have to cope. Live. I'm not telling you to cope. I'm telling you to live.
I
Not-
might
yes,
not
not
even
even-
live with
Not even
survive.
coping. The coping mechanisms is some of the worst shit. 'cause
live,
they
Snake,
Could,
live.
they could
Live
fuck up your
rather
life
than
even
exist.
worse.
Yeah,
They
okay.
just
Live,
pick
yeah.
yourself back up, and go forward.
Okay, right now, Adam, you're hungry. You haven't eaten. Okay. You want to eat.
You're getting me to work with you on something? Okay, I'm
Okay.
listening.
You want to eat. Now that's your goal. Your goal. I know you're into this role play. Your goal is
Okay.
to go eat. Okay.
Okay.
However, you were the victim of a lot of bullying. You were treated like shit as a child. Stop talking. I know you want to say something. It's not your turn yet. Your goal right now is to go eat. You haven't eaten 2 days. I've given you $20 and you got to go get a meal. Now, do you go fulfill your need and go eat? Or do you sit on the couch thinking about the time you were bullied? What's going to drive you forward? What do you
I'll
need
give
to
you
do?
the most optimal answer I could
There's
think
only
of.
one good answer. There's no optimal one. There's one answer.
You don't let that shit get in your way of whatever happened to you. Yes.
Exactly. You have to go eat. If you sit down and you're like, I was bullied in the how is that going to help you eat? You're hungry right now. Go fucking eat.
You could expand that and talk about any aspect of your life. Going to
Exactly.
work.
That's what
going
I'm
to doing
saying.
Your job.
I'm glad. I agree with everything everybody's saying.
All right. Well, then maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're not.
I wanted to share an additional thought. By the way, it was
Surprising.
It was. I think it's funny and it's serious at the same time. Pantelis, I think you can give me the benefit of the doubt that I have a good memory for particular words that were used, right? For something that was said, right? For a particular phrase. And like I said, it's half funny and half serious. I remember that you had told me, and if my memory serves me correctly, it was something along the following lines.
You
If
know that you've
somebody's
spoken
robbing-
for a minute and said nothing, right?
Okay,
But
well,
go
I'm
on.
getting there. If somebody holds a gun to your head, let's just say, and says, hey, give me your money, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to have to call a psychologist and ask that psychologist to interpret, hey, what's going on? There's this thing called senses that are telling you you're being robbed, dummy, right? Where I'm going with this is the idea that what are the criteria that gauge when a person can be a psychologist and when they need professional help? That's all I wanted to say. There are people that claim I don't need a
Okay,
psychologist.
bro. You know what? I changed my mind. Take my place, bro.
Yeah, what the
Take my place,
fuck
bro.
are
I'm
you
leaving,
talking
bro.
about?
What the fuck did you just say, bro?
I'm talking vaguely, and I will be
checked
less
out.
vague.
I
Okay,
checked out as well.
Pantelis said, or he was pointing to the fact that I am a person who does not need a psychologist. I'm using the guy that's robbing
Is
you
that what
as,
I hinted
as
to?
a
Go on.
metaphor. Yeah, I was alluding to the fact that there are people like Pantelis who don't really need a psychologist to explain certain things, okay? There are people who do.
Right. Okay.
So I wanted to know, what the general consensus is of the people in this room when you do or don't need a psychologist. That's all. Pantelis seems
you
like
didn't ask
someone...
a question. Are you asking how do you know when you should see a psychologist?
That's
Yeah, because
part
he
one and
says
part two is
general
what-
consensus,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's a
There's no it's if you need a psychologist. So for example, right now I'm pretty good at handling my shit.
Okay.
I
so
know-
what criteria will gauge whether you do or don't?
Well, you know it's personal. So let's say
Yeah.
you right now, I'm trying to explain something to you. Like for example, Adam, your biggest problem is that you can't afford your rent because you don't have money. But the best way for you to get money is for you to go into work. And you say, I'm too sad to go into work, right? So clearly you're not seeing that the best way to get out of it is to go to work. So you should see someone that might help you. Could
There's
be a
a glitch in
psychologist.
your behavior, in other
yeah,
words.
and the psychologist might be able to help you realize, oh fuck, in order to get out of this funk, I have to start going to work. But if you get it, you're like, look, I know I'm depressed right now, but I understand that I'm depressed and I'm trying to do the right steps to get out of it, then you're already doing the job of a psychiatrist or a psychologist. It all depends on what you need. If you see that you're stuck and you can't, and it doesn't even need to be a professional. Sometimes it's just someone that's cool to talk to.
Okay, and
That's
then there
not
was
trying
another
to
question.
have
I-
sex with you.
I get it. There was another question which I was alluding to. I don't care how many psychologists we're talking about. Dr. Phil, let's say, okay? I know the guy went to
You
school
always
for
bring
many
up
years.
Dr.
I don't think he's a
I
real
don't care who.
I
psychologist.
don't think he's a real psychologist either. This
Why
is,
would they call him doctor? Or just, okay,
It's a
whatever.
show.
Okay, fine.
they call
Just
Bill
give
Nye
it-
the science guy a science guy because he wears a lab coat.
It's a show.
Okay, the details are not
He's a
important.
civil
It's
engineer.
the principle that is. I'm pretty sure this guy went to school for a long time. Because you hear him play psychologist on the show, right?
Yeah, but you know who else went to school for a long time? Teachers that fuck students. What does how long you're in school for have to do with anything?
Well, okay, so my question was, how does a person gauge who is the ideal person to visit?
You don't understand. You
Dr.
just
Phil who charges a
Hold on,
shitload
hold
of
on,
money.
hold on.
Adam is
Hold on,
I
hold
would
on,
li-
please give it to Poseidon. He wants to say
I
something.
just want to address how you just completely crushed whatever thought he even had.
Yeah, he
there
looked
was like
defeated.
a bubble was like forming, and you could visibly see it. And then Pantelis just fucking elephant
Okay.
stomped.
I'm
I
hoping to get the
all
people
pulled
in
the
this room to
Godzilla.
work
I'm sorry.
deflated.
I'm sorry, Tokyo.
I'm hoping I get the people in this room to work with me. We were talking about
General
psychologists
consensus?
in general. Then I borrowed Dr. Phil. Okay, forget Dr. Phil, your neighborhood psychologist, okay?
Adam, do you want to know if you
Your
want
friendly
if you-
neighborhood
I wanted
psychologist.
to know what are the criterias that entail. Just go on the show and we'll play your psychologist, or go to a professional who charges $100 an hour, let's say. That's all. There was nothing complicated about
How
my
about
question.
But what's the question?
What
I
are the
want you to-
criteria that gauge which of the two is the most optimal
How about a
solution?
life coach?
You know. The optimal thing is you know what you need, dickhead. I'll give you an example.
Yes.
There are hundreds of people right now that will listen to this show, and this is their form
therapy?
of therapy.
Oh.
And
Right.
it's cathartic because they think, okay, other people go through shit too, but I'm not as bad as these fucking retards. It doesn't matter what the reason is, but
We offer some hope
Yeah, we
to
offer
others.
hope.
I think I had a valid point when I said, so how is it these people go to school for a long time, the real psychologists,
Yeah.
and yet you could solve these people's problems without having that type of title?
Well, because there's some stuff that you need to learn and some stuff that's innate. For example, Michael Jordan practiced all the time. There's other people that practice just as much as Michael Jordan. They were nowhere near Michael Jordan. There's some stuff that you have, some stuff that you understand. you know,
okay.
Adam,
And it
I'll
applies
give you an
to
example.
psychology.
You think I understand psychology well, right?
Yes.
Give me the simplest task to do on a car. I can't do it. I don't know anything about them. It's nothing. But a lot of men that I know, It's instinctual. They know exactly what the fucking problem is, how to fix it. They've learned so much. I don't know anything about it. Everyone has their skill set.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adam, you should be I'd love to see a show where you're a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
Like the whole,
Like Tony Robbins, for example.
yeah, like the great writers from fucking a great show, write for him where he plays the motivational speaker.
Look,
I'd
but the
love to
thing
see
is, how do you
That's
gauge
fantastic.
success?
Yeah.
that. That's fantastic.
Adam, you live in a box. Yeah, but what is a box? I'm outdoors. People love to be outdoors.
How do you gauge what a box is?
Yeah. It's a box. It's a house.
Okay,
I have
there's
walls.
a reason why
and
I
a
brought up
roof.
Dr. Phil. I was watching television and they were advertising some new shows that he's doing.
Did you
That's
move in
all.
with your mom?
Soon, not yet.
Okay, because does she watch Dr. Phil?
I never asked her.
I bet you guys are going to be watching a lot of Dr. Phil and Judge Judy together.
Judge Judy, she watches.
I know. My mom, too.
I like Judge Judy.
A lot of older ladies like Judge Judy.
yeah,
My
Judge
mom-
Judy's
my
the,
mom-
the angry
Do you
aunt that
guys-
yells
My
at
mom loves
everybody.
it.
Now, it's
She
a
tells
very,
me I love that.
I'm about to
Judy.
ask a very neutral question. Do you guys know why Dr. Phil was in trouble with something, or he was? I don't.
He
know.
raped someone.
No.
He
Obviously
had criminal
not.
There was something in the media about him. I have no clue. I thought somebody might want to enlighten me.
I have no clue.
I have no fucking clue. Who gives a shit?
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a guy I look up to, by the way. No joke. He's
Dr. Phil
Like,
McGraw.
you look
He's
up
been
to him-
around for a long time, man.
Like, you look up to him in the sense that you want to emulate his life. You want to be like him. What do you mean look up to him?
I like the wisdom and the advice that he.
Imparts?
Thank you. I was looking for the word. Yes.
How would you describe it?
Okay, let me ask you this.
Would you describe it as
If I
wholesome?
take-
Riddle me this.
Okay,
He does look
if
like
you
the
take
new
some
Riddler.
psychologist that you just come in
Is
and
there
say,
a new
"Listen, I
Riddler?
need
I
a."
didn't see that.
I have to be clear how I speak. If you go to a hospital, let's just say, and say, "I need to
Tell
see
me
a
about it.
psychologist. I have some issues." What are the chances that that psychologist is going to be on NBC or whatever? Dr. Phil must have done something to become famous.
Yeah, he was
no?
friends with Oprah.
That's all.
Yeah, he when Oprah. This is how Dr. Phil came into the public
Domain.
lexicon, not domain. I'm not sure if you could use his.
Okay, lexicon. Continue.
Oprah told everybody meat was bad and fucking meat stocks went down. So to go through that trouble, she went to see Dr. Phil, and she loved it so much, he changed her life that she made a TV show about him. That's
Yeah,
how
because he was
Dr.
telling
Phil
her,
McGraw.
why don't you like the
And then
meat?
at the same time, she
I
gave
know
him
you
the
like
power,
this meat.
And then at the same time, she gave him the power to have his own show.
Yeah.
She produced
She
it.
was a kingmaker.
Yeah.
If
That is no word of a lie. What I
If
just
Dr. Phil and Steve Harvey fuse, they'll make the ultimate light skin.
What?
The ultimate light skin.
What does that mean?
The most powerful light skin.
You're saying
You don't know the memes about light skins?
But about Dr. Phil and Steve Harvey?
Yeah.
it's like if
Because
they
they
made
both
it.
have the mustache and they're both bald. And one's black, one's white. And if they fused, kind of like in Dragon Ball Z, they'd make the ultimate light skin. You know the memes about light skin?
I don't know the memes. You're the meme guy. You're the guy who lives on memes.
Yeah, basically, it's a whole joke about how light skins are overly sexual and flirtatious and erotic, like light skinned men in particular.
That's fascinating what he's saying to me.
Yeah.
This
I
really
think it means light
is a
skinned
wave-
black guys.
is
Yes, there you go.
Okay, so
not
they're
what he said.
okay.
Yes,
okay.
like they do everything. Like they're very extra about everything. They'll do everything very like sexually. Like
Does this come from creating your avatar and picking skins? Does it come from
No,
that
what
world?
are you talking about?
I'm trying to
So
understand.
I'll give you an example. So
basically, he's saying if they made it,
Like, he's saying
it
that.
used to be Conan used to have if they made it. If
Yeah,
Bill
exactly.
Clinton and
Yeah.
Ray Romano had a kid,
That's
they would
exactly-
look like
yeah,
this.
that's
Is that what
exactly-
he's doing?
that's exactly what he's saying,
Okay, fine.
So the joke is light skins do everything very extra. So like you ask any other man, like let's say what time it is, they'll check the time like this. And then, but like light skins, the joke is they'll check.
By the way,
time
he's
like
not saying he means black men that are light skinned.
Yes.
Because he
But-
just keeps saying light skinned men. He's saying
This.
light skinned men and light skinned. Those are two different
Yeah,
things.
I'm saying light skins.
Yeah, a black guy saying that, we would understand what he meant. You're not black.
So light skinned black men. Yeah, well, I'm just taking the jokes. I've
No,
seen.
but that's why he's not understanding because it doesn't make any sense to him. Because
Yeah,
so
okay.
he's thinking you're like so all of Norway they're very extra. You know they're like Gavin Gubenschlagen when I look at
Yeah.
the time. That's not what you're trying to say.
So, yeah, so light skin. But
I'm
the
not
joke
up on the
is-
lingo.
And that's
Okay.
why I'm trying to help, but he's putting a
Okay.
roadblock.
Let me restart. Sorry. So a regular man, black, white, whatever. If you ask them, I'm giving you an example. If you ask them, tell me the time, they'll look at their watch and be
It's
like,
not even gonna be worth the
it's,
payoff.
I don't know. It's noon. But I'm just giving you an example.
I know. I want to
understand.
know though. That's the thing.
So, but then light-skinned black men, the whole joke is they do everything very extra and overtly, and everything's over-sexualized. So you'll ask them what time is it, and they'll go, it's like, you know what I mean? It's
No, I don't. I don't know
I didn't
when
get that
I
either. I
ask
was
a
waiting for
guy
something
and to
big,
be
man.
over sexualized.
No, but
I think
it's
that
just an
this is
example.
sex.
No, but it's an example. Just Google. Like,
Okay, Adam, you
light-skinned
happy you
black
brought up
men
Dr.
names.
Phil? You happy?
Yes, I am actually.
Speaking of
Light-skinned
Dr.
Adam.
Phil and
Anyone
Steve
that's
Harvey.
in with the lingo online listening to this,
so
they'll
Steve Harvey,
understand.
here's a moment that I enjoyed. Lately, I've been watching the Jay Leno Garage because I like Jay Leno. He was driving in the cars.
Wasn't he set on fire recently?
Yes, he set
Yes.
himself on fire.
Yes.
Very.
It was a religious
He
thing.
lives in
Well, that's
Indiana,
what I
if I'm not mistaken. Right?
No, that's David Letterman.
Oh, sorry.
Now, Jay was on the Steve Harvey show. Steve Harvey recently moved his show from Chicago to L.A.
Oh.
So he showed up and Jay Leno.
Adam, stop sniffing into the microphone.
Rob Schneider figured out how to do a good Jay
You're all
impression.
getting AIDS.
Adam,
Go on, Guido.
Rob Schneider figured out how to do a Jay impression. You have to do the and then you have to go down back here and everything. Anyway, I can't do it. But I'm an asshole. So Steve Harvey had Jay on, and Jay gave him a gift.
Oh,
He said, "This is my good luck charm that was on my desk when I interviewed then Senator Barack Hussein Obama." So on the Tonight Show,
so what's good luck for Jay Leno is bad luck for the country.
No, it was just a fun. It's. I found it to be a funny joke. He's like, it was his good luck charm microphone, and he gave it to Steve Harvey to keep on him. He goes, "This is not leaving this." It was it was a nice little pass on because they known each other a long time as comedians. But the joke I liked is he remembers when Obama was on the first time. He goes, "Hello, my name is Barack Hussein Obama. I'm running for president." And Jay was like, "That's almost on purpose." And Jay was like, "Oh, good luck with that." "Yeah, pal, you're not gonna go nowhere. Where you going?" "Hussein is your middle name." Just Jay said it really good, and I fucking ruined the moment. Fuck all you, Adam. Seriously, you really sniffled
I
into
muted
the
him.
mic. Are you aware that you did that?
As soon as I heard it come as an echo, I was like,
Adam,
Yeah, I don't know what he's saying. I muted him. I don't take any chances.
Adam,
he's still talking to he can't hear himself,
Yeah.
and he's still talking to the
Adam,
mic.
Adam, we have you on timeout for a second, all right? We have you on timeout until you figure your shit out as an adult.
you sound like you're a fisherman in a lozenge commercial.
Strange concept. Oh, okay. I have a cold. What a strange concept, eh?
No, it's not the cold
It's
that's
not the
bothering you.
cold part.
Fucking. That's like saying you take a shit on the floor and like, Adam, why you shit on the floor? Oh, I have diarrhea. What a strange concept. Yeah, a lot of people get diarrhea. They don't shit on the floor though. They go shit where they're supposed to shit.
Well, what special precautions should I take when I have a cold?
Okay, look at me. Look at me right now.
Pretend
You
the
know-
mic is
No,
a
no, look
person
at
and
me.
you don't want to sneeze in the person's face.
Yeah, the mic, everyone can hear it. So let's say you have to sneeze or say, you do this.
Oh. okay.
Away from the mic, you fucking dummy.
Pretend the mic is a person, not a penis.
I would apply that with coughing, not with sniffing.
With everything. Because sniffing, they can hear.
Would you cough in someone's face? Would you sniff in someone's face?
I just, okay, fine. You guys have a point.
Yeah, this is not debatable.
Anyway, yeah, Adam.
So you're a big Steve Harvey fan.
Yeah, Steve Harvey.
I
has
love
a
Steve
velvet-
Harvey too.
Yes,
I
like Steve Harvey too. I'm not ashamed to say.
I love his reactions.
Yeah, his reactions.
Would you guys happen to know? I did it again, didn't I? Shit.
Are you
Do you know what instinctual is? I don't like.
Yeah, no, we can't. Adam, you're muted. Let me just go back to Poseidon. What do you like about Steve Harvey?
the way he reacts to dumb shit.
Go blow your nose and cough.
Yeah.
He's good in the moment.
Yeah, he's good in the moment. He's
I think
very
we're all gonna
good.
get sick, by the way.
He's very good at being in the moment. Not me. I got tiger blood.
You got COVID twice.
once. Once, but I got that rough cold, bro. Can we talk about that? Jesus.
Go on.
Wow.
Sounds like an elephant.
Yeah, go on.
I think we've spoken about it.
Whatever happened to
End of October, I felt like I was.
Use the Purell to wash your hands, Adam. You
Dude,
keep
end of
spitting in your
October. I
fucking
don't know
face.
if you know about this. Dude, end of October, what happened? And I was so, my bad luck, bro. I got sick right before Mike's taping at the,
Okay.
what's the place called?
Club soda.
Club
Center?
soda.
Oh.
Bro, you don't understand. It felt like I was fighting off death.
Okay,
Yeah.
you were sweating and cold at
You
the
don't
same
understand.
time.
I was shaking.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He got us all sick after, but none of us were as bad as him.
Aches.
dude, you don't understand.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
hate
experienced anything like that in my life.
yeah.
It felt like somebody, you know, the movie Saw.
Yeah.
It felt like somebody attached a contraption to my head, and every hour they kept tightening.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought my head was going to explode. It was the most insane. Like I've never. I don't
He
know what
got
it
me
was.
pretty sick. I had caught whatever he had. Mike caught it too, and I got pretty sick. But I had finished the show, so I was okay. I didn't have to be on stage after. Like
Yeah.
it started to affect me the last day. Mike too, he got sick. It was pretty bad, but none of us as bad as him. Like him, it ripped him up.
Bedridden.
Yeah.
Like
You
I don't
you
even,
had soup?
dude. I don't.
You were puking and
Dude.
shitting at the same time?
No. I was just, and then, bro, the craziest shit. If I wanted to like spit out phlegm, usually if I have like a bit of a cold,
I don't want to hear it, bro. It's gonna get disgusting. It's not gonna
No,
help.
no,
the
I'm not
story.
gonna say. I'm just, bro.
It was just
I would go
disgusting.
like that, and like hear the pain, and it was completely clogged. There was not even like a.
You could tell when you're feeling a little off, obviously, and you can also tell when somebody else is a little off.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I'm looking at him.
You just no, but you just feel it. You can't tell. You can. It's a whole other thing.
Your headphones.
You can tell when somebody's a little off,
Yeah.
even if you just meet them for the
Dude,
first
that
time.
night, like I recorded a bunch of stuff for that night, like with the camera. I don't know. Did you ever take it out?
Yeah, I,
footage, yeah, you
I
did.
have the footage.
Dude, like it took every like ounce of my body, every ounce of strength that I had left to do everything properly and go. And thank God, Le Marin was there that night.
Le Marin.
Yeah, holy
word.
shit, I was finished.
Have you done any stand up, any open mics or?
I did one last night.
And
I received good feedback.
yeah,
Yeah,
you tried out new shit.
I tried out some new stuff. I finally, I think I got the joke about me jerking off at my grandparents in Greece. I think I got that
You
good.
figured it out.
I
Huh?
think I figured it out.
And Claudio Capri, is he still around?
I didn't see him.
Bastard.
Mm.
No, I'm kidding.
Is he still talking shit about you?
No, he doesn't talk shit.
I'll kill him.
Yeah, so I
Audio's
think I had
good
a okay night.
All right.
But the week before I bombed.
Adam, you still gambling?
Rarely.
I don't believe.
Is he still muted?
No, he's not speaking into
Oh.
the mic. I think.
I said rarely.
Okay. How are the Canadians doing, Adam?
Horrible. They were on a West Coast road trip. They played all three teams in California and Las Vegas, and they won 1 out of 4 games. So they're screwed.
Hey. Okay. Good work.
Thank you for that uplifting message.
Yeah, what is this thing you've brought us here?
I found it.
This is why are you even bringing this up?
It was an unnecessary. It's just like these Mexican condoms I bought that are called retards. I found this to be interesting. It was if I had an Instagram or something, I should just post pictures of that and wait.
You do have an Instagram.
I should have one.
No, you do have an Instagram. You reply to me on your Instagram. You have an Instagram.
I gotta figure that out.
I love how in one of the images.
You figured out. You know it. You have an Instagram.
So
how are you even a real person?
These are no contact.
I love how in one of the images the guy he's using it to press all kinds of stuff like the elevator.
No, it's a keychain. It's a keychain
gas.
to not touch people.
But in one of the images he's putting in like his pin on the thing
On the keypad of
on the keypad of the
ATM.
of the machine, and he's literally pressing the button with his finger. He's holding it like this, but pressing with his finger on a button, or at least it seems that way.
It looks like a bottle cap opener.
That's what I thought about.
Or
I thought it was for
corkscrew
beer.
of some kind, but it's not. It's a not touch COVID device by Medicare.
I will say something right now. Fuck, man, this global warming thing might actually be bullshit. The stuff I think they're fucking around with us.
Oh, it's been bullshit.
No, not that it's there's definitely temperature change, but now I'm changing teams. I think I'm like, okay, they're bullshitting us a lot of stuff. This is a headline that's supposed to scare us. The way we eat could add nearly 1 degree of warming by 2100.
Good.
By 2100, 1 degree? What are you talking about? We fluctuate higher degrees. It doesn't make any sense. Why are they trying to make us eat these fucking
by
crickets?
That's like
2100
going
above
into
it.
human gas emissions.
Doesn't make any fucking
That
sense.
literally, that's amazing.
Yeah, I think they are bullshitting us. The fuck conspiracy theories, all right.
Yeah.
I've got what I believe to be a pretty hot topic, by the way.
It's not, but let's hear it.
I think we kind of have we've discerned, I'm using a big word, we've discerned that Pantelis is a person who keeps his eyes open and knows how the world works, right?
I would not go that far, but carry
And
on.
as such, I was going to ask him to maybe enlighten me on the following subject.
Jesus Christ.
Are you guys aware of the fact that in terms of the very beginning of COVID, if my memory serves me correctly, it was done in China and there was a doctor that got killed because I guess they didn't want that doctor to come forward and say what really happened. So
Okay, listen, bro. I'm not gonna go into this. I'm not gonna repeat news from fucking 9 years
Laboratory
ago.
market.
We've already been through that. How are you this misinformed?
Adam was too busy paying debts.
Adam, I'm gonna give it to you. Poseidon, can you time me? I want to try to get it in 30 seconds.
Shoot.
There's something called gain of function research. It became illegal to do it in North America because Obama said it was illegal. Trump said it was illegal. So Dr. Fauci, remember that guy, Dr. Fauci? He did it. His company, they funded it in China because China didn't mind. What the fuck they were creating escaped. It caused COVID-19, okay? It caused whatever the fuck you want to call it, SARS 2.0. It spread around the world. We shut down the universe for fucking 2 years. Yeah. We also funded the research for that mRNA. The two governments funded it, the United States and Canada. The people that made money off it were politicians and these big pharmaceutical companies. Now that's coming to light. They've made fucking billions of it. Trillions. Even though me and you were the test bunnies and we funded it, we haven't received any of that money. That's what happened, bro. That's what happened. It leaked from there and they're never going to get in trouble for it.
That's it. That's pretty...
Was it okay? Was it a private group that started everything, or was it the government?
It was a private group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would it be appropriate to maybe inquire in? I guess not in terms of the law, but in the eyes of popular opinion, should the guy who did that have like, any kind of criminal charges?
1,000%, and that's what they're talking about in the States right now is to try to arrest Fauci.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope it happens.
Because he also lied to Congress.
In what way?
Shit.
He lied twice. Once he said that they didn't do gain of function research. He was trying to change the definition. It is gain of function. Right now, it came out today that there's leaked emails that in the emails he basically funded a fake committee to look into where it started so that they don't say it started from that lab in China.
Wait, repeat that.
So
Sorry.
he funded a committee.
What do you mean by fake?
Basically
embellished.
He basically, how do I put this in so you can understand?
Oh, so he
To
created,
divert people's attention.
basically he
So
created like an
we know
inspection company.
we know now that it happened. It leaked from that fucking lab. Okay, we know it. We knew it from the beginning, but if you said it, they said you were racist and you weren't allowed to talk about it. Now the facts are out. It's become public knowledge. We know that's where it started. During this, when people were trying to pin it on him, including Trump, like, yo, this motherfucker, he funded a group to look into where it started, and they lied purposely to get the scent off him.
Well, of course.
And how
he
did
paid them.
people see through this fake committee?
They didn't see through it. The emails were leaked. Oh, right now, like today.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's the leak I saw.
That's
I've
what
been
you.
seeing.
Yeah, that's what you've been saying.
Oh shit.
Will there become a COVID commission, like a warrant commission? Like
I don't know. Even the 9/11 commission was bullshit. Remember 9/11
but there
commission?
will become a COVID commission.
Maybe.
There will
I
be a
actually have
COVID
something
commission.
that I guess you could definitely label as an intellectual-based conversation.
Sure.
I had a coworker.
That's what this show's all about, Adam.
I had a coworker at the at my old job at the warehouse, and she was telling me one of the reasons that the whole, I'm trying to remember how she said it. One of the reasons why this COVID was
Invented?
you could say, when you read between the lines, when you have certain knowledge of how the world works, is that so the billionaires and the trillionaires can kind of like phase out the people that are below them, you know?
Okay, look, I heard that too, and there are a lot of like fucked up stuff that's happening with the shots. It's true, but I don't think that they did it on purpose. What I think happened is cocksuckers like this Fauci character, they did something they shouldn't. They tried to play God. There was a mistake. It leaked, and then we're the ones paying the price. But whenever there's a big catastrophe, there's always people that are ready and willing to take advantage of the situation. And the people who took advantage, as usual, were big pharma.
Okay, here's a very
They
interesting
had
question.
the stocks in the right
I don't
places.
think it requires anything more than basic common sense to say this. If you see that the world is about to be fucked by this biological, whatever, biochemical creation, why not close all the major flights and not let it spread into 100 other countries?
All right, just stop, Adam.
I think they did, Adam.
They did,
I
Adam.
think,
They shut down the whole fucking world for just stop, Adam.
There's no way. There's no way.
He
bro.
did this
Where
last
have you
episode
been?
too.
Where have you been?
He did this last episode
Where have you
too.
been? Where have you been?
It's amazing
How-
he is asking a 2020 and a half question.
How far
with
up your
such
ass is your head?
sincerity
Do you
right
know
now?
how many discussions we've had on so many issues? Does it matter?
Why
It's
does
not
it
a
sound like it's the
1921
first time
issue.
for you?
It's 2021. We never brought
It's
up the
amazing.
subject.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
You
but this
wanna-
comments, Adam, look, there's a lot that should have been done. The other thing that should have been done is tell the truth about who was really at risk. Because there's a certain demographic that was at risk, and that's not. We killed all of them, and we made everyone else suffer.
Those are the same people that can't find payphones
Adam,
in
just so you
airports
understand,
anymore because they're of a certain age.
We're tired of talking about this because we've gone through it. We used to get our videos demonetized, and you don't understand. But the fuckery was so high with the media. Anything we're saying right now. So right now, it's public knowledge. It came out that it leaked from that lab.
Okay.
When we were saying it 2-3 years ago, they were demonetizing and blocking our videos. We weren't allowed to say it.
What
Was
does demonetize mean?
Means you couldn't make money off commercials, and it wasn't getting. You couldn't find it in the search algorithm.
Okay.
Also, they were blocking a lot of my content was getting blocked for violating shit, and the violations were that we said that it came from China. I also got in trouble when we said that the shots were causing menstrual cycles for women to be put off balance. Their menstrual cycles were getting fucked up. Okay. So we said it, we got in trouble. Then one of my shows, some of the fans that we know, they were nice enough to talk to me about their menstrual cycles, and 2 of them told me that they both suffered, the same type of thing that they weren't allowed to say, because when they would mention it, 2 people would be like, that's not true, even though they were going through it. Now we know that it's true. Same thing with the young kids in the myocarditis and all these adverse effects. In the beginning, you weren't allowed to talk about it. You would say it, even though it was the truth, and they would say that you're crazy, you're a conspiracy theorist, and they tried to mentally bully people to stop talking about it. And now they're coming out with what people have been saying for 2 years, and they're making it seem like, yeah, how did you not know, stupid? So it's very frustrating. That's why we don't want to bring it up again. Poseidon, did I sum that up properly? Or
Yes,
anything
you
I
did,
missed?
actually.
Why do I have a
honest.
funny feeling you don't want to bring up what happened in Ottawa, where the truck drivers and should they be forced to get
bro.
You
vaccinated?
keep talking about that every week. But we've already been through this.
Have we?
Yes, every week you bring up the truck drivers.
once.
Speaking of I just want to change the topic here.
Yeah,
'cause it's getting old.
Adam.
I just want to talk. Speaking of conspiracy theories, there's a guy that covers this. His TikTok is just on this. He's called the Bully Slayer.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about? It's the black dude.
I don't
Come
know.
on, Breda. You know who I'm talking about?
I don't,
Okay.
but just tell me,
So
get to the
he's
fucking
a
point.
conspiracy guy.
He is.
Which one did he pull out that was cool?
What's the recent one?
I know they
I
discovered
can't remember because I keep watching his.
They-
Something
Adam, stop fucking doing that, but go on.
they
about
discovered
dinosaurs.
a new shit in the pyramid, even like yesterday. What the fuck? Isn't that amazing?
So I have a problem with that too.
How do
okay.
they-
So you know, I love ancient alien
So do
theories
I.
and all that, but there's something I have an issue with. I gotta tell you, Poseidon. We found a new room and there's a new hallway in the pyramid, right?
I can't believe exactly.
Hold on. I'm gonna. Really, you found a new room, a hallway? Why would they have rooms that are made for people that are 3 feet tall? Why are we crawling through it? How would that be a room? You tell me you walk around the pyramid, the guy who wants to go to sleep, he has to crawl into his fucking room.
Hey,
It's not a room, bro. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Maybe they were really short back in the days.
They weren't 3, bro. We didn't have they're not mid-joes.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
They weren't
who-
3 feet tall.
Who's the French guy? He's Fougeot.
Theory.
Go.
You know how people are obsessed with their pets nowadays, and they want to build these elaborate houses. And I've been seeing them on TikTok. Very cute, adorable. They got these. Honestly, some
The
of the
pyramid was just a cat house.
There you go.
That's more believable.
You know what?
I
That's
heard
it. They
that's
just wanted to
amazing.
build
It's
really
just a
cool
pet house
houses.
for.
We've cracked the code.
Yeah, because dude,
I heard
I
Tesla.
see some.
It was like a Hydro-Quebec plant to get electricity from space. I heard that shit from Nikola Tesla. That it was some
you
kind of
just said a
power
lot of
plant.
random stupid shit, but and I understand what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
You were trying to.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I heard they used it to harness energy back then.
Well, that's what it's just a theory, dude. It's because Tesla figured out a way. Because you could get energy wirelessly. You could transmit like power wirelessly. Okay, you know this, Poseidon?
Yes,
But
I heard about all this shit.
okay, so Tesla was actually right. He did do it, but in doing so, he kept blowing shit up and setting stuff on fire. It was dangerous, but it's doable. So technically speaking, yes, it's possible if we wanted to. It seems like there's a way to get energy wirelessly, and it'll be amazing. However, if we've gone past the phase of blowing ourselves up, like we don't, there's no dangers, it's never going to happen because of the same people that destroyed Tesla, General Electric, and those guys. There's too much money in it.
They purposely destroyed documents and
Yeah.
they destroyed stuff. They buried stuff on
They-
purpose.
of course,
I don't
look,
think they destroy. I think they hide them really, really
Yeah.
well.
Because let's say right now, they might keep it for themselves. Because let's say right now, Hydro-Quebec, right? They're just making money hand over fist. They spend it poorly, but they make a lot of money. If right now Poseidon comes up with something and you don't need them anymore. He has almost free energy.
That's billions. We're talking multi-billions
yeah,
of
yeah,
dollars.
thousands of people's jobs lost. They're gonna kill him,
Yeah, 100%.
dude. I found out about the guy that
They might just buy him. Who knows?
no,
They
they,
might-
No.
they'll kill him.
They
You,
don't
you
give a
know,
fuck.
do you remember Iran Contra?
Yeah,
So the crack-
Ayatollah Khomeini.
The crack epidemic in the States?
Yes.
It was the CIA that was bringing in the crack. It was the CIA that destroyed that country because they were trying to fund, they were selling also weapons to Iran. They were trying to fund Contras in South America. Okay.
Yes.
Journalist who broke that story died mysteriously.
Okay. You know what the official cause of death is for the journalist who broke the story? Suicide.
Oh, but they were shot like in the back of the head and shit.
Multiple times.
What
Yeah,
time
yeah,
period are
I've
we
heard-
talking? What time period?
Multiple in the 90s, 94. Multiple.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
oh, I think he died in the 2000, maybe 2001. Multiple. His is suicide by multiple gunshot wounds to the head.
To the back of the head.
Yeah.
You know how
Hold
I...
on a second though.
Which
Hold
doesn't
on,
make
guys,
sense.
guys.
I know how they did it.
How the fuck are we allowing?
I know how they
Try
did this.
to look for that story today. It won't be as easily accessible
Oh, I believe you.
as 5 years ago when you last saw it.
Yeah,
They may be
yeah,
right,
You know
though.
that?
They may
It's
be
happened
right.
where I've gone back to shit and I can't find shit
Hold
anymore.
on. They may be right, Guido. I think
How
I
about
know,
Andrew Breitbart? He died the same way.
I think-
Breitbart died mysteriously too. I only found that out recently.
I think I know how they managed to commit suicide by numerous gunshots to the back of the head. They lined up two mirrors, and then they shot into the first one, and it bounced off the first mirror, bounced to the second one, and then hit the back of their head.
It wouldn't bounce. It would go through a mirror.
Obviously, I know. I'm just fucking around.
Yeah.
Pantelis,
If it was
I
a
got
laser, it would go through
Yeah.
But it had to be a laser.
Yeah.
Adam,
By the way, pause. Who does this make you think of?
Adam.
Yes.
but
Who does this make you think of?
it's
I'm not sure.
a
An older
little
gentleman
known,
in his 60s.
little
with no
known
hair.
fact.
Wait, what did you say?
An
in the
older
60s?
gentleman in his 60s with no hair.
It's clearly a photo of you, dude.
That's the thing with art. It can be interpreted many ways, right?
Yes,
Sorry, I'm gonna change my answer. I see a pedophile.
Iran Contra.
Is that how you interpret different ages of children? 6, 60, what's the difference?
Pantelis, it's not
No,
polite to
I'm
just
fucking with
interject another person's conversation, but
Tell
I
me
have
about it.
something that's pretty intellectual that I thought you might also want to enlighten
Before you
me on.
continue, I just have to say something. I know you said it's not polite. Guido was in the middle of a sentence,
Yeah.
and he's guilty of it too. He just cuts everyone off. But he's in the middle of a sentence, and you go, "I know it's not polite," and you basically face.
I don't
push
even
him.
remember what I was talking about.
Okay, so go on, Adam.
I have some interesting information in I have a feeling Pantelis may be inclined to agree with me.
I don't.
If we go back to September 11, 2001,
Oh my
Holy
god!
shit,
I
we
met
have
a guy
time
in a
machine.
bar and
Oh my!
guys, stop with this, So it
I'll
happened a
give him
while
the
ago.
benefit. He never
It's
gets out.
interesting, okay?
Wait till he hears about the London
are
bombings.
you guys aware of the fact it really depends on how much people know about the theories of physics in this room?
Yes.
It was. I met this guy recently and we talked about it. It was an American.
Adam,
he said
loose-
that there
loose
were
change.
planes that did hit the buildings, but there
course
were
they
also
hit.
bombs that went off.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. I just, everybody
Wait,
has
what are you
different
trying to say?
versions. I just wanted to know if there's a consensus.
Adam,
among-
only an idiot thinks that there was no foul play. Only an imbecile can't see that not just the way the two towers fell, but the third fucking tower that collapsed that they tried to take out of the fucking 9/11 commission.
Okay,
There was
but
a third
how it
building
happened?
7.
We thought it was the
collapsed
planes.
the same way at the time. But then the more we would look into it, we're like, wait a second, this is fucking suspicious. Only idiots still believe the official story.
Which is?
That
the
two
planes
planes
hit-
hit it, they fell, and then building 7 at night, it collapsed the same way because it felt bad that the other two buildings fell. So it fell as well.
It fell down in solidarity.
It fell
with the
down in
other-
solidarity with the other building, yeah. It's the only,
what about
only
the wa-
idiots believe that.
What
World
about the
Trade
Washington
Center
D.C.
7.
collision?
What does that have to do with the
There
World
were
Trade Center?
three. There were four. 3 in New York and
But
Washington.
what does that have to do with the way they fell?
You're saying that the logic is the same for all 4 buildings? They had explosives go off in all 4 buildings.
No. What fourth building? What are you talking about? You're talking about the Pentagon?
The twin. Okay, wait. Four flights, right? That were.
There were more than 4 flights. The thing is, basically,
okay.
2 planes hit the World Trade Centers.
That's
okay?
2, right?
One fell into like somewhere outside. I forgot what it was, Washington, wherever. It fell
Pennsylvania
into
or
the
whatever.
Pennsylvania. It fell,
Yeah,
and okay.
Oh, so it
And
didn't
then-
hit a building.
And then there was one that apparently hit the Pentagon.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Now again, I'm going to tell you again, common sense. The day before this happened,
Right.
Donald Rumsfeld had a meeting.
Secretary of State, yes.
Yeah, he had a press conference.
Yep.
And they basically described that they lost. They didn't know. They had unaccounted for, I think, somewhere in the billions or in the trillions of dollars.
Of what?
Oh, dollar bills, dollars, unaccounted for, money, unaccounted.
The U.S. government lost this money?
No, the CIA, the Pentagon.
Like it disappeared from bank accounts? I don't understand how.
It's unaccounted for. They don't know where they spent it on.
Oh,
They
so
can't-
it was an internal audit or something like that.
If you let me finish, I'll explain to you.
Go ahead.
So they were going to audit it. The room that they were doing that in is what got hit that day by the supposed plane.
How convenient.
How convenient. And we never spoke about it again. So when you put all this together, common sense dictates that there's fuckery afoot, okay? But anytime somebody would bring this shit up, you know what they'd say? Conspiracy. They would just yell at you so you'd get nervous and stop asking questions. But there's too many coincidences. The best detectives say there are no coincidences. Well, in this case, there's a shit ton of coincidences.
It's Hans
So
Gruber.
hold on
shit.
for a minute, please.
It's,
I want to make sure I get my facts straight.
Hans
Go
The
ahead.
plane hit
stuff.
the building and there were explosives?
Adam,
Or-
I want to know. I'm curious about what you were doing when the rest of the world was asking about this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
20 years ago.
Where were you?
What were you thinking about?
Hold on, where were you on
Were
that?
you
guys,
thinking
you guys
about
are
what
gonna like
happened in
the story. You guys are
1992?
gonna love the story. I was in London, England, about 3 days after the bombing. I
Adam
was
works
supposed
Okay,
to
for
go back
CIA.
to
Two
Canada.
points. So you know how much money was missing? 2.3 trillion. And it says here that the time the military let 2.3 trillion go missing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen to my question, please. Are you saying
Independent audit reveals bad bookkeeping at Pentagon.
Wow. Listen to my question, please. Are you saying that? Okay. If you have no comments. If you have no knowledge on the matter, then you figured, okay, the planes at the buildings, it was Bin Laden and or the terrorists, and that's it. But over and on top of the planes hitting the buildings, there were explosives inside the buildings that went off. Is that what you're alluding to?
I'm not alluding to
Or
anything.
is that what I'm supposed? Is that what the alleged version that smart people claim?
No, it's not smart.
Knowledgeable.
All we know, look, because then that's speculation. I can't speculate that far. All I can tell you is it's pretty obvious that there's some fuckery afoot. I don't know exactly what the fuckery is because I'm not there.
Right.
But there's definitely fuckery afoot.
Oh, we do know that the laws of physics do not conform to what happened.
Yeah,
Hence,
exactly.
there must have been another. Okay, I see. Okay.
Adam,
Yes, Guido.
We know that's where
I want you to hear this.
That's where a lot of the Al Qaeda fled. Some of the Taliban, probably for that matter.
Taliban.
And it's a long
I'm watching a
border.
briefing by Rumsfeld and the other guy there. Sorry, guys. Go on, Adam.
Was Clinton or Bush president at the time? I don't know if you
It was
remember.
Bush.
Okay, well, we've pretty much discussed what everything
well,
there is to
Adam, that's
discuss.
Wow.
Well, that's exciting, Adam.
So yeah, $1.3 trillion, Adam.
2.3 or 1.3?
Would you guys
1.3.
say that the amount of money missing was?
Oh no, you're right. It's 2.3 total, but I think 1.3 was them. Yeah, sorry, Adam, you're correct.
Yeah. Would you guys say,
Say that
that?
again. And the other 1 trillion?
They don't know, but I think he's responsible for 1.3. But there's the one that because there's black budgets too, where you're not allowed to ask where the money goes. That's why it's called a black budget.
Okay.
Pantelis,
know
I have a
nothing
question
about
for you.
that, but
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question for you, Pantelis. Would you say that the amount of money, the amount of money missing that went unaccounted for, is a little known fact, and not many people know about this.
It's very little known, yeah.
Yeah, very little known fact.
And we're
it's
spreading
funny
the news.
because
Adam, is it true Canada supplies most of the maple syrup?
I should
the
have
planet.
I think your theory on
I
two
never
drink
thought about
minimum,
it.
where your escape plan of me murdering them both and killing myself, is I think it's gonna come to fruition.
It's gonna happen. I won't have to deal with any of you fucking weirdos. Just go.
So this week's list is
He's been fucking up his catchphrase for the past month and a half. Did you notice that?
I like this.
I have.
Yeah.
What is
MC
it?
Mario
This week's
Mixdown.
list is, it used to be this week's top 5.5.
Oh, I'm remixing.
Yeah, MC Mario Mixdown.
This week's top 5.5 little known facts about Canada.
How's that?
I love your enthusiastic
Number 5.
I never heard Canadian.
Number 5, 75% of the country drinks milk from biggity bags.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, I think most Americans know by now, but I think the rest of the world actually doesn't know that this is the only country that we bag our milk.
Picture, if you can't visualize this, people, picture a big Ziploc bag filled with milk.
Yeah.
You buy that in stores. You cut
It comes in packs of 3.
the corner off with a scissor, and you put it in some kind of pitcher and pour it out of the plastic bag in Canada.
Into a
But not
plastic
always.
container. Yeah.
Let's be honest here. The milk in Canada also comes in cartons.
Yes. It
Yeah,
does
we
also.
do have,
cartons
the
as well.
cartons like everyone else.
But I believe it stands to reason it's only here that we do that. In the rest of the
I
world,
really,
it's other
I really
conventions.
I think it
think
is.
it's only here. Like,
How did that become a thing? I'm curious.
I would have to guess either seal test or something.
What? Seal test.
Seal test or agropur or naturel. These old
I fucked
or
a
lactancia?
seal once.
or lactantia. These old sapuro. It's one of those local things.
I think it may have been. It could have been more cost effective.
Obviously, the mini
package
sip.
it.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
Anyway, that's it. Yeah, we drink
Alright.
milk out of bags here,
Yeah,
bro.
Number 4. Yeah, bro, because we're cool, bro.
Alrighty. Number 4 has the longest. This is Canada again.
Yes.
Number 4, Canada has the longest street in the world. Yonge Street, Toronto, Ontario.
That is correct. 2,000 kilometers, which is what in miles? Probably
1,300 about.
1,200
Yeah.
miles. Yeah. Yeah.
14
Young,
Actually, it's exactly
1400.
1,200 miles.
goes all the way to Minnesota.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
It does not go all the way to Minnesota.
That's another country.
I've been to Minnesota, Guido. It reminds me of home.
Because it's cold.
And gay.
Okay. Also has the longest.
Question.
Yep.
Is it Minnesota or Minnesota?
That's like saying tomato or tomato.
Yeah.
No, I think you'd have to ask
Depends
the
how
local.
retarded you are.
You'd have to ask the local. I'd say
Minnesota,
I'd say
Yeah,
the
'cause I
T
keep-
is silent.
Because I hear both all the time.
I think Minnesota is what people not from there say.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
In a
It's like
cold dog
asking
day in
somebody the
Minnesota.
state of Arkansas. Well, there's an S at the end, so why not say Arkansas? You just don't, right?
They say Arkansas.
You're not. Well, yeah.
That's how they say
So
it.
I have a good point. You can pronounce it with or without the S.
Arkansas sounds like they make good
know what
I
I
know that I'm new to the show and I don't want to destabilize you guys, but I hate that bald fuck.
I love that I can tell him anything and he'll take it as truth.
Adam.
Minnesota doesn't exist, Adam.
Yeah.
It was sold to the Russians 4 months ago.
That's why
Then
Minnesota.
it no longer
they
exists
sold
is
it.
the most appropriate thing to
Now
say.
it's called
Yes.
Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Milwaukee.
Yes.
Just a feeble attempt at a joke. If there's a mini soda, maybe there's a large soda too.
Go on with the list before I kill
Let me
someone.
ask you, do you have any illegitimate children?
No.
No.
I don't believe it.
Go to the next one because I
Adam,
want to kill someone.
Not even a slight giggle as to what I just said.
Oh, I'll giggle your dick
watching
off.
you giggle is great.
Jesus.
Number 3 can become USA anytime it chooses. Canada can become USA anytime it chooses.
Okay.
First of all, you worded this terribly, and I
That's
let
what
you.
I'm saying. It's all fucking
I let,
retarded.
you, I, let you,
So-
I let you write it like
Yeah.
this because I thought it was
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah,
so here's the
basi-
thing.
yeah.
What Guido tried to write is that there, back in the late 1700s, the USA created this Article 13 thing that if Canada ever decides to become a part of the United States of America,
It's instant.
and they choose so, it's instantaneous,
Yeah.
and they become the United States of America. They be how
Yeah.
many provinces are we?
They
There
would-
will be another 12 states.
I would
added.
love that.
They would
It would
join.
be amazing, yes.
It's
I would
open.
love that shit.
The offer basically
It's
has been
completely-
open to Canada since
Did it
1781.
say anything about
Yes.
currency and all that? That's a big issue.
It's
No, it's not.
Christ.
I think the transition would be
basically it's an extremely
Adam, if
open offer.
we're part of the same country, then we'll have the same currency. It stands to reason.
Yeah.
And in
and we
that
would switch our
article,
passports?
We would be
Obviously.
a new fucking country. We'd be part of the USA. We'd switch our passports.
They also in the original article written, the word Canada was written as the word Quebec. Fact.
really.
Say that again, Guido?
Quebec, as per referred to Canada. That's how it's written.
Because Quebec's the shit, baby.
By the way, I think this would benefit Canada. It will no longer be Canada, but I think it would benefit the people who live up here.
Of course.
Greatly. We're gonna get the same tax rates.
It would be less
of course.
cold. Would
So
be
we're gonna
less
get
cold for
tax.
sure. Be less
Access to
fucking-
good hospitals.
Okay, I got a very intellectual question for you guys. Right now, there's this thing
Hold
called
on, bro.
GST.
Again, you
sorry.
motherfucker.
Adam, why do you do this?
Also, right now, if that were to ever happen, we'd actually be a real country because right now we aren't.
Oh yeah, it's true. We're kind of like a corporation or something.
And that means we would gain control back of our natural resources.
Wait, hold on. Why are we not a real country right now? Can you
Because-
explain that?
Because we're English.
No.
No, we're really not. I
So-
want him to explain.
Here's the thing. I've read up on this. I understand it, but I have a terrible. I'm terrible at explaining it. Basically, like where it's like a company. It's like it's
Okay, stop. Yuri lost me and I'm the fucking devil.
We'll let people do their own research, but Canada
do
really
your
is
own
not
research.
a country.
Basically, a bunch of corporations own Canada.
Yeah, it's a
basically
bunch
that's
of-
what it is.
yeah.
It's not.
Also, it doesn't have the federal government doesn't actually have the powers that a regular country's federal
Yes.
government would have. That's why there's always this debate with the provincial governments and the federal.
Yes.
Separation has a lot to do with it, right? With Quebec.
So let's say
every province has a right.
Every it's like every province is its own country, bro.
almost
The
yeah.
states are complete opposites. My father told me this a long time ago. If let's say a state like Texas tried to separate, there'd be people from the U.S. Army going there, like armed up to their noses, saying no way.
Well, they hold the option, especially Texas, if they want to secede from the union, they're allowed. They can vote. It's a democracy.
As a matter of principle, though, it would be very okay. That's a
but
bad
it won't
example,
happen.
But exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, do your own research.
And enjoy some ketchup flavored potato chips and coffee crisp.
Oh, that's what we'd give the Americans.
Yeah, that's what we would add to the
No.
situation.
If
And maple syrup.
if
Well,
I
they
just,
have some in upstate New York.
Dude, that would be so cool.
Soda, hey?
That would be so cool. You would be able to travel in the States with just a driver's license.
It's amazing.
That was
Dude, it would be so dope.
Yes.
But-
so, if the conversation's over, only I'm not going to be impolite.
Go ahead. Adam.
Go ahead.
There's this thing last time I checked called GST, Ontario Sales Tax, Manitoba's. What would happen between all that? You know,
he's been holding on to
This
that.
motherfucker.
He's been holding on to that since
Listen,
before.
I don't want to be a bad influence.
I call
but
it
if
common
you want
sense.
to cut him open and pour out his guts
Adam,
in a
if
ritualistic sacrifice to me, I won't mind. I'll be cool with it, really.
Are you sure you want that kind of sacrifice?
Yeah, I won't send him to me. I'll send him to Jewish hell.
Adam, in the unlikely
No,
event,
he'll go to purgatory.
go ahead, Guido.
in the unlikely event that this would even happen, Canada joining the United States, the GST wouldn't be the biggest
Because the
question.
GST would still exist, but the federal government will no longer be the one that you think it is. It'll be the American
it's
one.
amazing that you're
transform
asking
into the
about-
U.S.
yeah.
federal tax.
Yeah, how do you not get this?
But that also means that the French language may
They didn't give a
possibly
shit about
entirely disappear if that were to
The
happen.
opposite would happen, actually.
You think so?
Yeah, because then the export will be bigger. Right now, the French language here only exports to the surrounding country. The surrounding country will be huge. It will go all the way down to Miami. Do you know how many Quebecers are in Florida?
It's true because we would be able to. Yeah. You're
They-
right.
You'd be able
But
to
no
sell.
birds. But
You'd be
you're
able to sell our shows, our cheese, everything.
It's
New
true.
York,
It's
yeah,
true.
it would spread more.
I know.
Oh my God! Yes,
I
you're
know.
right.
Because
What-
right now, the way Canada works is like it's independent countries.
Yeah.
So it's very, very difficult to get shit across the border. Alcohol, all that. It's all tightly controlled as if
Yeah.
each province is its own country.
Correct.
But if it's one whole real country like the States, it would be easy to export shit.
Fuck.
That's
other
correct.
Yeah, we should definitely.
Yeah,
join
that
the
whole
United
free
States.
trade thing is correct,
Yeah.
absolutely right.
That would be cool.
Canada was almost owned Turks and Caicos once. I don't know what happened
Yeah.
there.
Well, we give away stupid shit.
We gave away Alaska. Or
Thank
no,
God
we sold
gave-
Alaska.
Thank God we sold Alaska. Freaking all our politicians were.
Well,
signing
no,
with
we didn't
Ukraine.
sell Alaska. The Russians sold Alaska to the
Yeah.
Americans.
Right.
We never owned it.
Okay.
Are you
I
sure?
meant like humanity, but no, it's not Canadians.
I
The
thought Alaska
Russians-
was Canada.
No, the Russians sold it to the Americans. A dumb move, yeah.
We still own the North
I thought-
Pole.
I thought
officially,
the-
the Santa Claus's house is legit Canadian. Like most of that's what I heard.
Yeah, Santa Claus isn't real.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
He's real. I've met
absolutely.
him many times.
Absolutely.
Come on,
right.
you crushed his dreams.
He's real, Guido. I'm telling you. Don't listen to Pantelis. He's
I
a
heard-
fucking
I heard-
retard.
I heard Sean Penn is supposed to interview him soon.
Sean Penn. That guy's a piece of shit.
So this one's very cool.
Alrighty. Number 2. We have more than 450 inches. And ethnicities.
Now this is cool because it's vast, but as compared to what other countries? Like how many are in Argentina or how many are in
Not nowhere near Canada.
Nowhere near.
Canada?
dude.
Really takes everybody in.
And
huh?
I think
No,
Quebec.
no, we're the
about the
most.
States?
Quebec has the most. I think Montreal might be the most ethnically
Mixed.
diverse
I
city.
think
on the
Montreal
mixed
was
in
like
every-
in the 300s.
you could
Just Montreal. Alone.
Yeah. Montreal is one of the most ethnically diverse cities on the planet.
you go 2 blocks, it's one language. You go 2 blocks, it's another language.
That's not
more
what-
than
it's just
anywhere
that
else.
They're all here.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you'll go to another city, it might be 2 blocks, might be let's
Right,
say
right, right.
Spanish, might be this, but
Right.
there's like 5 languages. Here, everyone's here.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool in a good and a bad way. Basically, be interesting to see what a Montrealer would look like in, let's say, 100 years,
Basically,
because of the different,
Well, they're not all banging.
No, I'm saying
I mean, there's still standards, bro.
if there would be a.
but
do you think AI is going to kill us all?
but you can explore. What was that segue? Jesus Christ!
I'm gonna kill you all.
But you can basically explore cuisine from all over the world from being in one place, which is
yeah, in
awesome.
Montreal, it's amazing.
Oh,
and good cuisine. We
you
have
just-
the best of everyone.
Yeah,
You
and
just
you can bang. You can.
You can bang kitchens.
Yeah,
You just.
I was gonna say you can taste every pussy from every country as well if you.
just
The man is a fiend.
You just reminded me to give a special shout out to a legend from Montreal who passed away named Don McGowan.
Yeah. At the
Now,
age of
Don-
Why does that sound familiar?
Don McGowan started his career on Ogilvy in parc-ex there at the old CFCF 12.
Oh, yeah.
And he was the originator of, he was a weatherman producer, what became CTV News also. But he invented travel.
Yes, he did.
yeah, that's who it was.
And travel was like Anthony Bourdain, No Reservations Around the World, like 25 years before anybody did that. It was Don McGowan, and he passed away 85 years old. He was a legend. Don McGowan, travel.
I remember
Google it.
Travel with Don McGowan.
And Suzanne Deshotel. And he
Yeah.
would be around the world just saying, so we have this and that. It was just, but way ahead of his time. And he
Good for him.
retired peacefully and lived out his good. Yeah, he was a legend.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He used to do, I'm old enough to remember, the weatherman on TV with your favorite noise, Poseidon. A marker like this
shit.
circling a map with degrees. I remember, I'm old enough to see.
You don't like it's weird. To you, it's like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah.
That's
But
how-
But do you like nails on a chalkboard?
No, despise.
How about fork on a
It's
plate
the
scratching?
sound. It's the sound. It's the sound that I can't. You don't understand what it does to me. Even when they would write on the blackboard at school, and they would miss or whatever,
Miss,
and they would make that sound even with the chalk. The sound.
What bugs you about that?
It just everything. It's like my fight or flight kicks in. Like
It's
all the
almost like
hairs.
being electrocuted for a second.
Yeah. It's like every hair in my body.
Yeah.
Fucking. I feel like the cats when they go into like aggressive mode.
Seems gay.
It's like hitting a specific note.
It's so weird.
the
And
vibration.
I don't know
Weird.
why. It's
Yeah.
I know. Here's the thing. I know it's completely insane.
No, there's no. People have certain noises or smells or tastes they don't like. What's next on your shit list?
Yeah.
Speaking of smells,
What is next?
Canada has a lot of mixed people.
We do have a lot of smells. Number 1, it's illegal immigrants. Wait, no, that's not what it says. It's illegal to smell bad. Really?
yeah. So it's actually a law in Canada.
You're a criminal.
You were gonna
Remember when Poseidon lost his mind there? Poseidon was shot.
Palestine! Call the cops, it's Palestine.
So it's actually illegal.
The devil is a good addition to this show.
It's a very good addition.
Yes.
Much needed. So it's actually a law that if you Jesus fucking Christ, bro, I
I
swear
did
to
it
God.
again.
But why do you point to the mic when you do it?
I'm analyzing it because he's a fucking retard.
So it's actually a law in Canada in general that if you smell really bad, and I think it's more if you don't take care of your bodily odor to the point where it really like fucks up other people's days, it's actually illegal. So that guy at Winners that almost fucking died trying to put pants on, I didn't even finish trying all the clothes on. I should have called the cops on him.
So you're a criminal. You belly stankin' motherfucker.
In public.
In the province of Ontario, it's Section 14 of the Environmental Protection
Yes.
Act,
The environment, that's not even real.
where there is reason to believe that a discharge into the environment will negatively affect you or be harmful to you.
What if you're discharging something into the environment and the thing you're discharging is being discharged from your cock?
That would be semen.
Then you're criminal
But
too.
if you feel that this semen
Mama,
is
I'm a criminal.
has
just
a
a country
foul
of criminals.
odor, if it has a foul odor,
I'm glad I take a break and
Are you an environmentalist all of a sudden, Guido?
am I an environmentalist? No, I'm an adamentalist. Well, yeah.
Is there a half this week?
Yes, there is. As always, unfortunately, for everyone.
And the half.
right,
Canadian
we'll
little
see.
known fact.
This week's half. Secret world of only French speakers.
Yeah, you know that in Canada, Adam, there's a whole secret world where everybody just speaks French to each other.
I was not aware.
Yeah.
I appreciate the enlightenment, but not aware.
How come nobody speaks Latin anymore?
It's a 2,000-year-old language.
Dominus, El Diablo, I love you. And you guys don't do it anymore. You just do gay shit.
For exact reasons like this, we kept summoning the devil by mistake. That's why they stopped speaking Latin all the time.
Do you guys not like me anymore?
No.
Rocky ruined the Roman numerals for us, I think.
ever since you raped what's his name? Fuck, on the This Is the End. What's that actor's name that was in Wolf of Wall Street, bro? The fat guy.
I didn't rape anyone. That was a film and they lied about me. That's a misconception. I don't rape anyone.
Oh, the guy from My Name is Earl?
No, super bad. The fat guy.
Oh, Jonah Hill?
Yes, Jonah Hill.
I never even had sex with him. What do
Yeah,
you
you
rape?
raped Jonah Hill,
What's
and this is
this-
the end.
Not true.
What's this?
Why are you mean to me? Ubers.
What's this Babylon movie?
It's a movie about the right before the golden age of Hollywood.
Because I see Tobey Maguire in it. And I
Yeah,
go,
it's everything. It's basically
I've
it's
seen
basically
Tobey Maguire's cock.
the devil and his cocks.
See what I have? I've seen his cock. Poseidon, you saw his cock.
I
too.
saw his cock as well. Yes, a fantastic cock.
What?
What? I didn't
Well,
say that.
it has radioactive blood.
But Babylon is basically telling the story of numerous stories of certain celebrities and actors right before the golden age and what led up to the
You say golden age, but golden
Of-
age means what?
of Hollywood.
1940s,
Of Hollywood.
50s, 20s, 30s?
The golden age of Hollywood, I think, was the 50s.
Okay.
Yeah. So everything leading up to that.
And Brad Pitt is an
How it
actor or a
started.
producer in that shit? Or
He's an actor. And then there's what's
is he an actor like the same guy he was in the Tarantino movie type actor?
No, he was more sad in this.
All right. Was it a good movie?
It was a very good one. I
All
really
right, I'll
enjoyed
watch
it.
What's it called? Babylon?
Babylon.
Babylon.
All right.
Is it good?
Very good. I really enjoyed it.
It's new?
It's relatively new. Yes.
What does relatively mean?
It came out in 2023.
Like, would the devil know it?
Of course, the devil's in the know-how for everything.
What happened to that Hulk Hogan movie they were making?
I didn't even know they were making a Hulk Hogan movie.
There's a really cool Von Erich family looking movie. Have you seen this with the kid? Who's the guy that was in Baywatch with fucking The Rock?
Adam.
He's a good looking actor kid.
He
plays-
Zac Efron.
I
Zac
don't know-
Efron.
Yeah, I don't know
He-
why,
he
but I was
plays-
about to say Elon Musk.
Yeah, Zac Efron, I heard,
he's
was gonna
playing
play
Kerry
Hogan.
Von Erich. No, he's playing. I saw pictures of this movie. It looks according to the wrestlers who took part, like legends that showed up or consulted the movie, they say it has the feel of the Mickey Rourke wrestler. Like it's real. They do it properly.
When is it
and
coming out?
I'm not sure, but it's because you know the Texas tornado. You know the curse of the Von Erich family, right?
Yeah, I feel bad for the
They were
Von
like a
Erichs.
whole dynasty, and all of them like died one by another. And it was just, and they were legends. And he
Mysteriously?
fucking looks for
No,
a variety of
yeah,
different
bad
reasons.
luck.
Just bad luck, like almost like the Kennedy curse.
Oh.
What time period, Guido?
70s.
Wow.
And Zac Efron, like the picture they have is literally him doing a drop kick like in the air, and it's like they did it right. It's
Shit.
the Von Erich. Anyway, I was in Speedy.
Shit, yeah, I'm looking at a photo of a shirtless Zac Efron.
Oh well,
with the
that's
hair.
that's different.
God damn.
Yeah. Well, he's a handsome boy. He had
No, that's
some-
not what I mean. I mean, like, he's jacked, like he's
Oh,
really-
he's monster in this. Fuck. Yeah.
Even bigger than the other movies I had gotten in.
No, dude. This is
Oh,
wrestler.
shit,
He matched the Von Erich wrestling body. Like when I say the brothers, what they looked like in
Jeez,
the ring, he literally matched their
Really?
size. He inflated.
So steroids.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
or performance enhancing for sure.
Aaron Dean Eisenberg is playing Ric Flair.
Isn't that great? Imagine that's your gig for the day. You got to go fucking play Ric Flair in a movie.
That's awesome.
But I don't see anyone playing Hogan.
No, Hogan was supposed to be Thor. Well, the actor that plays Thor, he was gonna go be Hogan in another biopic, but then I think COVID. But it's still happening.
So it's called the movie is a drama called The Iron Claw.
Okay,
it follows
because
the story of the Von Erichs, a dynasty of wrestlers who made a great impact on the sport from the 60s to the present day.
The funeral for the first brother that died was like a state funeral.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking
They
Christ.
own the
Adam,
territory
bro.
of
You're
TV.
doing it on purpose at this point.
Do you not see a distance?
Yeah, but no, you're supposed to do it off
You're
to the
supposed to look
side.
away, Malaka.
Like this.
Oh, I see.
Dude, can you hear
He's
the difference?
Adam is so consumed by the thoughts in his mind racing that he has an inability to even remember that he's not supposed to do that into the mic because he's so consumed by his problems. You get it? His mind is controlled by other things on his mind.
Yeah, that's true.
Guido
Look,
has become the resident psychologist here.
There's
Yes.
no, it doesn't have a release date yet. However, it's in post-production, so that's good at least.
Yeah, they're editing now.
Yeah.
Speaking of steroids, I finally finished Black Adam.
Oh, what a shit movie.
Dude, what a garbage movie.
Yeah,
Is
it wasn't
that where The Rock is Shazam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he's Black Adam.
Okay.
Which
but
is Shazam.
Shazam.
Oh, it is Shazam?
I remember,
How many Shazams
I
are there?
remember as a kid the Shazam comic looking more like The Rock than the guy who played him in the movie before.
Yeah.
I remember it looking like just a tougher, bigger Superman back in the day.
That's all it was. It's just copies of Superman. It's just so shit, bro. It feels, you know what it feels like? It's corny.
Yeah.
It's cheese.
Yeah.
It's fromage. It's Baby Bell.
The part about the sarcasm, I tried to enjoy it, but something about it pissed me off.
What sarcasm?
The scene with where he's learning about sarcasm.
Oh, it just pissed you off.
How many
don't
movies
know
does The
why.
Rock just show up for, and how many is he really into?
He was really into Black Adam.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
But
he really wanted to do
He
it.
really
yeah.
wanted to do it. It's just that, dude, I don't know what happened.
Wrong
to
execution.
You know what it feels like? It feels like the buddy system. A lot of these, like instead of getting good writers, they keep getting these shitty fucking writers, like diversity hires. This person's never written anything good before, but they're Greek, so let's just get them. Like, it's so stupid. Just get a good writer.
Do you remember, like, in the when Blade 2 came out, it was actually better than the first?
Dude,
why don't they do shit
the
like that?
Blade
I remember
trilogy-
that. I remember that being a thing back then when I even
Blade
cared.
3 sucked, though.
But I remember they went in a different direction, or like when they right now with this Batman, when they with the Flash,
Apparently,
like
it's going to
they
be
changed from the guys who did all that stuff with the DC movies before. They changed the whole team. They changed the whole.
So James Gunn, who was Guardians of the Galaxy director, he took over the DC Entertainment Universe now, and
Okay.
he says The Flash is one of the best comic book movies he's ever seen.
Oh.
I have a
But he
feeling
could be
about it.
lying to hype it up. But
Yeah.
from the trailer I saw, I'm excited. Michael Keaton.
As
Michael
as a
Keaton.
complete outsider, I
Keaton
noticed
Michael,
one cool thing that they,
Ben Affleck.
for a split second, showed what could possibly be the Christian Bale motorcycle for a split second in that trailer.
I don't think Bale is in it, but you never know.
I know, but if you look in that trailer, there's because you see Ben Affleck, you see Michael Keaton, you know that this kid's jumping timelines.
Yeah.
And I just for one split second saw that it looks for a second like the Dark Knight Christopher Nolan movies, and you actually see that that Christian Bale motorcycle.
I know, but it's
For a
all
split
it's
second.
all Batman vehicles. They all look the same.
But the motorcycle it had like double tires like it. And anyway, that's it. It was just that's a little thing that I would
be
like
cool.
go Google, see if Kevin Smith mentioned it. Or something.
What I looked at, and it looks, I don't know if it's just the lighting, but it looked like Ben Affleck, the costume he was wearing. Do you remember the blue Batman costume? It was dark blue. That's what it looked like
Wow. But the one from like Batman
comic books.
Year 3.
from the comic books. Remember
Yeah.
it was blue a bit? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I hope it's that. Just to.
That would be cool.
I like
it's a
nerding out over
a cross
this.
between
Yeah.
the one of now and the that he wore, the late one, and the Adam West one. It was still material before it became that muscular foam shit that Michael Keaton wore as Batman. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Adam,
Yes, Guido.
your silence is deafening. Please indulge us with your thoughts.
Well, I was going to. You guys may have kind of picked up by reading between the lines. I'm starting to through using my senses and doing a bit of research, I'm starting to understand how people who are good at reading between the lines perceive life, and I'll tell you what I mean. Are you guys aware of the fact that, including like international politics, what the newspapers say and all that, they never really tell us the truth. There's always people behind the scenes that are telling them say this, and I think it's pretty pathetic.
Did you just wake up? Of course, that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
It's all lies
I know.
and misdirection.
How many senses do you have?
I never counted.
Adam, listen.
joking,
And how many of them are common, right?
Adam, listen. You're coming to the realization that normally people come to, barring retarded people, but normally people come to this realization just after adolescence. Okay, it's a nihilistic point of view, so don't let
What
it
does that word
consume
mean?
you.
Nihilistic?
Like dark, sad, everything's ending. Don't let it consume you that there's so much corruption and fuckery in the world. Don't let it consume you. It just is what it is. Try to live your life the best way you can because you can't fix it. It's too broken. It's going to take a lot to fix it. It's not just you that can fix it. So yes, you're correct. Everything is corrupt. The government is corrupt. They don't give a shit about you. They actively test stuff on people. They let people die every day. They don't give a shit. They profit off disasters. All of this is true.
I'm going to share an interesting story with you. You've heard of the African country of Mali, right? West
Yes,
Africa?
Mali?
Mali.
Mali. I had a guy that I used to work with at the warehouse once again, and he told me that he was, those people that your instructor that works for the government when you do your driver license exam. He said there were guys that just came in.
Driver's
said,
ed
Here's a
teacher.
here's a little amount of money. Just give me my license, no exam.
Of course.
Isn't that
Yeah, and
crazy?
that happened here too.
That happens here now.
Okay, well,
Adam, I have another question for
Do you remember when driver's license had no photos, Adam?
vaguely. Well, I was.
They
young.
look just like the
Early
registration
90s.
of your car.
Into the microphone.
I
Exactly
remember.
the way your
Early
registration of your
90s.
car looks in Quebec. That's exactly what the licenses used to look like.
Okay, yes.
That
So,
used to
your
be able to
point?
get you an operation in a hospital for your brother that looks like you from a foreign country for 40 years.
Yeah, because there's no photo on it.
There's no photo.
Oh.
You know how much of that shit we went through as Canada?
Never mind, it's a different birthday. The photo is what counts, right?
20 people could show up in the hospital and say, I'm this guy.
Okay, well, thanks for
And that
the-
only changed, what, like in 1994, man? Like 95?
Really?
Like the RAMQ, the Medicare card and the driver's license, adding photo to it, maybe was 94, 95.
And it was
Really?
groundbreaking.
Yeah.
No way.
You know, exactly
course,
the
bro.
way
Photos
the
didn't always exist.
Exactly the way your registration looked, bro, in your car today.
Hold on.
Exactly what that looks like, that blue piece of paper with your registration.
Hold on.
That is exactly what my first driver's license looked like.
I get
That is exactly what my
licenses
license
from
looked like.
Europe, and some people, so especially France, because French people are very cheap. They have the old papers, this pink paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, dude? I've gotten some people like from the '60s their license, and they had picture. How was this groundbreaking in the '90s here?
It's an amazing the amount of shit that went through this town.
Well, I'll tell you why. Do you want explanation?
Yeah.
Because in Europe, a lot of your travel was interstate, meaning like inter-European states. So you needed a bit of a higher level of security because you're going to different countries.
Okay.
So it was a higher level license. Was almost
That's
like
why
a
their
passport.
trains. That's why they have a better train system than we do, because they use it all across Europe to get to different places, to round up the Jews, all that kind of shit. Here,
It was used everywhere and not just driving. Here it was just driving.
Yeah.
There it's everywhere. It's
there
identity.
it's because everything you do is that country. It's they don't have to go to another country. They have to go. It's all interconnected. So there's a lot of stuff that progressed there faster. For example, cellular telephone technology.
Yep.
They invested way more in cell technology, and they have pretty shitty regular. What's it called? Rotary. What's it called, bro? Our terrestrial phones. What the fuck? Do we call them?
Landlines.
Landlines. Way better. We have here. Like it's night and day compared to what they built over there.
But that's because we had the space for landlines, I think. No.
No, also because they kept getting bombed. There's a lot of wars there. So they heavily invested in cellular technology.
Yes, and dude, the price of so I remember this. Let's say from when I worked at Telus.
No, we know. The price here is the worst in the world.
Yeah, my cousin went from Switzerland to New York. I went from Montreal to New York.
There you
We
go.
spent 2 weeks there. My cell phone bill was more expensive than his, and he came in from Switzerland. Yeah. Does that make sense? One
they're
thing
criminals here. It's
that's
criminal.
interesting that we don't do here, I guess because it's not needed as much. In New York, you can live an entire lifetime in New York without ever driving a car. So
Montreal, too.
you have access to. You don't have a driver's license, but you need an ID. So it looks exactly like a driver's license, but it's called a New York State ID. And it looks exactly and acts exactly like a driver's license.
Well, no, it doesn't act exactly. You can't drive a car with it.
Yeah,
No,
there you
you
go.
can't. But I mean, for identity
It's just ID,
purposes.
yeah.
They have the same
But
thing
that
in
doesn't
BC.
exist here. We don't have that.
No, they have
here.
the same thing in BC.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But here we only have
Some provinces have it.
I
I've
thought
noticed.
Quebec has it. No,
I
Well,
think it's
Quebec
just
ID?
It's ram.
We have
It's just
the
the
Medicare,
Medicare card.
That's
Yeah.
it.
I heard
That's
there's
it.
something that. Listen carefully. To go to the States
Okay.
since 2007,
Shh,
you
I'm
used
listening.
to need a passport. I heard somewhere that there is a thing which is not a passport, which the Quebec government can issue you, which will allow you to cross into the U.S.
I'm
just telling you what I heard.
I don't think that's true.
It's just
Yeah, that's
I bet
impossible.
you
Kind of
something
ID
like
card.
that exists, but we don't even realize we have access to it.
You can't cross borders without a passport. That's impossible.
Adam, don't go chasing waterfalls.
Please stick to the
Please
rainbow.
stick to the rivers
Set
and
the legs that you used to. You know, that was my jam back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah. So you like
TLC.
tables,
I
ladders,
bet you
and
guys didn't
chairs?
know that. TLC
Wait, do
was
you
big
remember
in
how?
hell.
Do you remember how you were telling me you like the artist Lizzo and you were looking at me funny?
Ew, that's disgusting, Guido.
Adam, do you like the artist Lizzo?
I wouldn't even fuck Lizzo, and I'd fuck Jonah Hill. Oh, shit.
What is Lizzo up to? What is the update on Lizzo?
What do you like
Adam?
about Lizzo?
What is she up to?
She was at the Bell Center not too long ago, actually.
And what was she doing?
Just being rolled out on stage.
I don't know. Do you guys realize there's this thing called the radio and you listen to the latest hits?
That's not what he asked you.
Hits?
He said, "What?"
I don't know
He
what
said,
she did
"What
at the
do
Bell
you?"
Center.
He said, "What do you like about Lizzo?" And then you replied with, "She was at the Bell Center."
Okay, forget that. I like her because they play her songs and they're catchy.
Do you like
so
You're
her?
not
many
listening.
other
No, no.
artists.
Do you like her fat
You
ass?
just said why you like the radio. You like the radio because they play her songs. What he's asking is why do you like her? Why do you like her songs?
The song is catchy and it makes you smile when you hear it?
That's what I
Don't
said.
don't speak for him. Let
Okay,
him explain.
sorry.
I would have said the same thing, yes.
No, you wouldn't have.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you would have said.
He's right.
She
I should have let
performed
you
at
just say it.
Madison Square Garden
Yeah,
I like her because she assumes.
3 fortnights ago.
3 fortnights ago. I like her. She looks like soft serve ice cream.
Do you guys know what her real name is, by the way? I don't know how I memorized
Lizzo's
it,
real
but-
name is...
Vanilla dipped in chocolate.
What is Lizzo's real name?
Anybody here know?
No. You want me to find out for you?
I'll tell you. Melissa Jefferson.
Melissa
No, you're close.
Jefferson.
You missed her middle name. Melissa Vivian Jefferson.
Oh my god.
Melissa Vivian Jefferson.
Known professionally
Sounds
as
like
Lizzo.
a high school.
That was
Why-
amazing.
I went to
Why are you
Melissa
laughing?
Vivian Jefferson High.
I like her. She looks like some. It's so accurate and so, because it's so insulting.
It's not insulting. You never had vanilla dipped in chocolate. It's
Dude,
delicious.
soft serve ice cream is wonderful. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't find it
Okay,
an
if you
insult.
guys, I'm not going to use the word exploit because it's not right. If you guys want to spend a whole bunch of time visiting artists, does anybody here like Hillary Duff here?
Wow.
That's a weird artist.
I don't know if you're a child molester or you're just developing slowly.
She's got 1 or 2 dance songs.
Adam,
Adam, you
that
don't
are
dance.
not-
are you talking about contemporary? Like the what year did the song come
2000
out?
it's not the one from Disney. I'm talking about 2000. There's a song that she has called "With Love," which is like a dance.
Hillary Duff song.
With love?
How does
That
it
doesn't
like
seem
it?
like your type of
2006.
music.
Put it on YouTube if you don't believe me. I'm just saying that's.
How would
I don't know
Hillary-
you guys thinking this. This
No, you don't understand it.
teeny bopper music.
No, we're not saying that the song doesn't exist. What we're saying is we can't believe that you,
Those words just
Adam,
Yeah.
at your age, the music that I thought you'd be getting like something else. I thought like you would have albums of Korn. You seem like a Korn guy.
Or the Rolling Stones.
Or Michael Bublé, maybe to a lesser extent.
Michael Bublé makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what he looks like he listens to? Classical music.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, like the Eagles or something.
But
I was right.
let's not
Honestly,
deviate.
you look
but
like
I don't
you
strike
listen.
you as a Hillary Duff person.
No,
right?
you look like you listen to the sounds of animals fucking.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was in my 20s, I liked her a lot. Now she's like, I don't know.
Old and disgusting.
How old is she now? She's got to be.
He's fucking
35.
old whores.
Yeah, about
36.
So she was really
Unattractive,
cute
unlike
back in
those
the day.
young
Hillary Duff.
15-year-old whores.
I don't even know. Is she acting? Is she making movies? Or is she just being rich and living?
I don't know, but
She has
she's,
a podcast. No
she has a
joke.
podcast.
I
You
like her
listen
even
to
more
it?
now.
I love how
Briefly.
he doesn't know
You've
anything
listened to it
about
briefly.
For about a minute.
Fantastic.
Yay!
I love how he doesn't know anything about podcasts, but he knew Hillary Duff had a podcast.
Yeah, that's true. That is
I love
suspicious.
that.
That's very suspicious.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Adam, do you want to bang Hillary Duff?
Like, of course not. Of course he does, bro. What are you? Is that a serious question?
Okay, seriously, the reason that I don't wish to answer that question is that people
We all know the answer.
love forcing that shit. Hey, that woman has nice tits, right? Let's say. I don't like questions like this. I just don't. You know, hey, that
Wait,
waitress,
Poseidon.
she's gonna listen. For example, you
You
know.
don't Poseidon never say anything about her tits.
No, I'm talking about
that's you.
people in the past too. You know, like okay, you go to a bar and the bartender looks nice. You know,
Yeah.
I prefer to keep that shit to myself. You know, let's
Like, keep her to yourself. Is that what you're saying?
keep the thought to myself.
Why?
Oh, that's good. Don't let that thought turn into a rape. I'm with
Okay,
you.
you're
there.
talking about appropriate and inappropriate or morality statements or
Pretty
beliefs.
much.
Can I just tell you something?
That's nice.
Poseidon, again, you're projecting, did not ask you to act upon it. He didn't say, what are you going to do to her?
Okay.
He asked,
The
would
thought
you...
gets quashed the moment it enters. Okay.
So
I
the
just
moment,
brought it out.
the moment a sexual...
This sounds like you think of raping women, bro.
yeah.
It's like even the thought of being attracted to a woman is immoral for you. You sound like the church.
Yeah. He didn't say forcibly bang her. He just said,
Yeah.
do you find her attractive enough to sleep with?
But it's okay to talk about this publicly. Like
Yeah.
you could say, this is an attractive woman, this is an attractive man.
I'm gonna take the fifth and take Guido's. Guido's.
There's nothing
What's
to take the
Guido?
fifth.
Okay.
What did I say?
It's not an appropriate. Forget morality.
No, no,
It's
no.
not an appropriate thing to even think about
Okay.
the answer to such a question.
Okay, how about this? I'll make it cleaner for you. Lizzo asks you out on a date. Lizzo asks you out on a date. Are you going to be like, it's inappropriate? Or are you going to be like, all right, let's go dinner
You know what I
with
like to tell people? How on God's earth is that gonna happen? She lives miles and miles away.
That's
and
the
doesn't
issue.
know
That's
me
the
from a
issue.
hole in the
Okay.
wall, you know?
Hypothetically, Lizzo comes here for a podcast interview,
Can't
okay?
believe that.
All right, we'll go halfway.
No,
Do I
listen,
get
listen.
attracted
She's
to
here-
people like back to Hillary
No,
Duff?
listen.
Yes.
No, listen. Lizzo, your favorite. She comes here for a podcast, okay? We're doing a podcast. You know, it's a soft serves cast. So she comes in here and we're interviewing her, okay? And then she meets you because you're doing the intellectuals right after, okay? And then she's like, who's this sexy young bald man? And I'm like, well, he's not young and he's retarded. It's Adam. And then she's like, Adam, are you married? And you're like, no. And then she's like, are you single? And you're like, I don't know. You know, the kind of answers you give. She's like, would you like to go and have dinner with me? And then what would you say? That's a good reaction. Did he just puke in
That's
his
his
mouth?
most honest answer he ever
Did
gave.
he just puke in his mouth? I just asked him.
I heard him.
I literally said, do you want to go to dinner with me? I'm Lizzo, and you vomit in your mouth.
Work with me, please.
Yeah, what do you say to that?
Before this podcast, it has happened to me in the past that people ask me these questions, and I'm allergic to them because I don't want to answer them.
You're
Is it so
allergic to
hard?
these questions.
Wrong.
Any kind of question. Do you like this woman? Is she attractive?
That's
I
not
don't-
what I'm asking.
Oh,
I'm
would I
saying
have a dinner?
hypothetical. She's asking you, would you like to go out to dinner with me? She's very polite and very nice. She's Lizzo. She's not some kind of a slob.
Okay, fine. If the situation arose, but
That's what I'm saying. If the situation
hold
rules.
on, what's
But you're
wrong?
making it seem like
Like you're not allowed to like
Hold
her.
on,
Yeah, you're not allowed to like
I'm curious.
Lizzo.
Why are you so uncomfortable about questions?
You're
like this?
allowed to date,
You're allowed
to be attracted to Lizzo.
and have an opinion about it. Like,
Lizzo.
It's like you always feel shame when you're
Yeah.
aroused.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Okay,
You know that
okay, Guido's right.
That's very biblical, like as if you like you
Yeah.
went to a monastery to become a
Bro,
priest.
interracial couples are no longer illegal, dude.
Yeah.
Like, is that what you're nervous about?
No, dude, but what goes through your head? Why do you think that's a bad thought?
You get a boner, it's shame. It's like a 50s mentality.
Seriously, why? There's nothing
No, I'm
bad
not gonna-
about that
I'm not going to
thought.
talk about it on the air. There's a
Reefer
reason, but I'm not-
madness.
Look, Adam, I'll tell you something. Lizzo, you love her music, okay? She's an attractive woman. She's successful.
Allegedly.
She's successful.
How about
she's,
attractiveness?
She's not an attractive woman. People like her. She's an attractive woman. She's successful. The music she makes you like. If she's single and you're single and she wants to go out to dinner with you, there's nothing inappropriate. She's not being like she's not telling you sexual things or being weird. She's just being appropriate. She's like, let me meet Adam, let me talk to him. There's nothing wrong with you going to dinner with Lizzo, if that's the case.
Yeah.
There's absolutely
All
nothing.
right, all right.
You know what? Let's start a petition. Get Adam to go on a date
No.
with Lizzo.
No, he
With-
can't.
Everyone
No,
message
stop,
Lizzo.
stop. He can't
No,
afford that dinner bill.
Adam right now is going to be
Man, you know what's happening in
chilling
1
for a
week.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But
As we all.
She might like Bad Boys.
no, but I'm really curious now about why he processes.
Okay, I'll tell you
I'll
what.
tell you
I
why
want
before
to
he
be
even
very
continues.
fair. I want to
I'll
be
tell
more
you
than
before
fair.
he continues. I'll tell you why I can see right now. He doesn't listen to what we say. He projects his own thing. So you ask him, "Would you date Lizzo?" And you know what he heard? Dude, you want to come on Lizzo's tits?
Right.
He's like, I can't answer that.
Right.
That's
That's
what he
right.
does. I've noticed. That's what he does.
Yeah.
He projects something you never asked.
Work with me, please.
Right.
I have
Okay, I'll try.
3 witnesses. There is a bar. It doesn't matter which one it is. There is this guy that I don't go there anymore, but there's this guy that used to go there with me a lot.
to date him.
And he used to tease me. He says, that bartender, doesn't she have nice tits? And I'm like, leave me alone with these types of questions. Okay,
Okay, I
I'm
get
being
that.
1,000% honest.
100%.
So-
But that doesn't do with this. We're asking you other questions.
Maybe he was trying to figure out if you were gay or not. Maybe he was trying to.
No, it's just some people they talk like
I
that,
know,
but it's
I
just
know.
Even
Adam,
if you
what you're
found what he
saying,
was saying vulgar,
it has nothing to do with this.
Annoying. Not
Okay,
vulgar.
annoying, yeah, but Adam has nothing to do with this. It's so stupid. That's like us telling you, hey Adam, what time is it? And you're like, I don't want to answer that because some guy kept telling me it's hammer time, but it's got nothing to do with it, bro.
right.
But I'm curious.
You're bashful. I think you're bashful.
But
I'm
even-
telling you, he
What does
projects. He
bashful
thinks
mean,
that
Guido?
you're talking about coming and stuff. I just said, would you go on a dinner date with Lizzo? I assumed you would because I know that you have a crush on her. But you, for some reason, you thought admitting to that would mean that you're a piece of shit.
Okay, can I replace Lizzo with Hillary Duff in that case?
Bro, you just pulled out 1997
All right, look,
again.
man, if you
What are
wanna
you
be racist,
doing?
I
that's
don't
fine.
give a shit.
Okay, so
We're
Lizzo
not talking
and
about
Hillary Duff.
music. We're talking about
What if Lizzo and Hillary Duff did that same thing Steve Harvey and Dr. Phil did before, and they became a new thing?
No, hold on.
they'd be competing for me?
Okay. So would it be
competing for me.
So if you had to only pick one of
hear
them,
that, fan?
if you had to pick only one to date, to go on a dinner date with, would it be a hard choice between Hillary Duff or Lizzo, or is it an easy choice? It's hard, right?
Are you aware of the fact that Hillary Duff has 3 kids?
Yeah, but I didn't say you're gonna fuck her kids, dude, or eat her kid. I'm saying she wants to go on a dinner date with you. She's single. She's recently divorced. She wants to go on a dinner date with you.
Okay, let's just be polite. Your brain does not work in the same manner as me.
That's
that
a fact.
in itself just destroys the whole logic behind the conversation.
What are you? That's a
has
hypothetical.
kids. If I
Oh, you
had
hate chicks
any-
with kids? Okay.
You're putting words in my mouth, but
You said she has kids.
I wouldn't say hate. That creates a bit of a.
That was even.
So
that-
why-
okay,
hold
you
on.
don't want
Thank
to
you. I'm
date
using a
a
word that's
single mom.
appropriate. A barrier.
You don't want
Oh,
to date single
because-
moms.
Okay, Adam's
Too much baggage.
old-fashioned. He's old-fashioned.
Okay. If Guido wants to volunteer the answer,
Okay,
and
so
I like it, then
Lizzo
let him
wins in
volunteer
that
it.
case. It's a landslide for Lizzo, as usual. Okay.
Would you have sex with Hillary Duff even though she has 3 kids?
All right. That's neither here nor there, Poseidon.
I'm surprised if you'd even get an answer out of him.
He was about to answer, but he was upset. He was going to answer angrily. He was going to say, that would never happen. However, of course I would, but I don't want to raise her kids. I'm not ready to be a dad.
Adam, you're a number.
Adam, did you like roller coasters in amusement parks at Laurent and shit? Did you do a lot of that?
When I was 17 is the last time I was at Laurent.
Okay, what was that like a roller coaster?
How long
many-
does a ban last?
What is that? What was your question?
Like, how long does a ban at Laurent last?
No, I wasn't banned. The last time
No,
I
I
went
was
there
banned. I'm just asking, how long does it last?
I have no clue, bro. How did you get banned from Laurent?
We'll discuss that off air.
Wait a second. He gets banned from Laurent, but he's asking us how long the ban lasts. That's interesting choice of words.
I don't know why. I wanted to know what your level of
This is
adrenaline
Dude,
was.
you don't understand. I can feel
It
the
coming
cancerous
in the
tumors
air tonight.
growing and spreading. They're just
No,
being
don't say
fed by the stupidity.
God
Yeah, this
forbid.
is what I deal with on a weekly
God
basis.
forbid. God forbid. No. It's not what.
No.
Yeah. Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
This is what my life has turned into. Retards and drug
around.
addicts.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely. Poseidon.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Cool.
I think we're going to close on this.
Yeah.
Intellectual,
You got a show.
starring me, the devil. You can watch this every week on YouTube, Spotify,
Is it April 6th or 7th?
Google Podcasts, YouTube, PantelisComedy.com. Join that fucker Pantelis on Patreon, patreon.com/Pantelis. You can catch Guido at a halfway house near you. Adam, Adam might be in prison next week, we'll see, or house arrest. And our man Poseidon, he's online, he's got his own website. IamPoseidon.com. Sorry, going back into character. The Poseidon69 on Twitter and also on Instagram.
All right, thank you. And something important to announce, on April 7th, there's going to be a comedy show called Comedy Rocks. There's going to be Ted Bird, Poseidon, Dan, Max, Gabe, and Freddie.
It's a cancer fundraiser.
It's a cancer fundraiser. I'm going to be
I'm
there.
getting cancer just looking at that lineup.
and you're going to be funny.
I'm going to be there. I'm doing 15 minutes. If you guys want to come out, check that out. Where can we find this?
Well, what's at
Is there a link for this?
It'll be on your link tree once it's
I'll put up the link on my Instagram. So like he said, the Poseidon69, and you'll find the link. Hey.